6'5", 280. So those are the team captains for each squad. So yeah, interesting that maybe not too surprising though with how big West De Pere's roster is that they have an extra captain with 4 comparative to Sun Prairie East with 3.
Partner, you want to share on the we were looking at the rosters a day or so ago. You want to tell them a little bit about the roster sizes?
Yeah, so for West De Pere, they have 100 players on their team, 100 kids.
Just on the varsity.
Yeah, just on varsity, exactly. And then for Sun Prairie East on varsity, they have 57 players. So that's a 43-player difference of roster. So that's basically like they have 3/4 of an extra roster compared to Sun Prairie East.
So I think. Go ahead, Todd.
Well, I was just going to say I think that's a symptom of the split between East and West. You know, both teams are shrinking a little bit, and I think you're really starting to see how the talent is being divided, and that's why I think that the squads are, in terms of Sun Prairie tradition, have been kind of struggling a little bit to find their footing since the split, and you know, it really you start to see the talent spread out.
And so we're getting kind of ready here for pregame festivities, and I've seen the cheerleaders there, Steve, kind of getting ready in the corner here.
Yeah, the clock right now is showing 11:09 till kickoff. So, but just to piggyback on what you were saying about the split, I actually did a little research on this. So. Does anybody want to take a guess at the combined records of East and West? We've now had 4 full years, believe it or not, since the split. So, like my daughter just graduated. She was part of the freshman class of West when they went through. But so now we've had 4 full years of football since the 2 schools have split. And anybody want to take a guess at the combined records of the 2 relative to, say, 500?
Okay, so both teams are going to play at least 9 games.
Yep.
So that's 36 times 2.
We're doing some math.
36 times 2 is 1272.
Yeah.
Yeah, 72. So 72 games. Plus playoffs.
So I'll give you the number. The 2 schools combined are 43 and 40, including playoffs, between Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West. So 3 games over 500. Obviously, East has had the majority of those wins. 30. East is 30 and 15, and West is 13 and 25. So combined 43 and 40. So it's kind of what people thought with the split. It was going to, because you're already at the highest division, Division 1. And it's basically meant obviously splitting the talent.
Right.
So there's going to be a few less wins that come with that.
On the plus side, a lot of kids get a chance to experience and play high school football that never would have
Double the
if this school had stayed unified like that. Never mind, you would have classes with 50 kids in them.
Sure.
So
the pros and cons.
Right.
To weigh it out.
Do we want to talk about some keys to the game?
Yeah. Go ahead. Start with our keys to the game there, partner.
So for West De Pere, I think it's defense needing to make plays and keep Sun Prairie East offense from making big plays. That's kind of what I had for West De Pere. Sun Prairie East, there's a lot of things, but I'll start. I think the biggest thing for Sun Prairie East is slowing down this West De Pere high-powered octane offense. I think that's going to be a big key. The secondary is going to really be challenged, I think, tonight, big time. And I'm going to be curious, does the coaching staff for Sun Prairie East and Coach Bass, the defensive coordinator, does he stick with cover 0? He likes doing cover 0. I don't think that's going to work very well against this West De Pere.
Yeah, I don't see how he can afford to go cover 0 against Andrew Greason. That would just be – you're going to have a couple safeties back there. You know, I think Greason's going to be able to handle whatever pressure, if they can even get pressure on him. That's, I think, another key, Mark, is whether they can get Greason off his spot. Let's see how he can do rolling out of the pocket.
You're not just let him sit back there.
Right.
So I've got some offensive numbers here. I'll just give you the scores real quick from last year, West De Pere. And the first number will be they were, of course, 14-0, so these are all victories for West De Pere. But here are their listen to these point totals. They got wins of 53-22, 33-9, 49-6, 50-14, 52-9, 35-17, 35-9, 48-45, 42-20, 70-33 over Hartford, 42-25, 42-21, 42-14, 35-34, and 28-14. They beat Notre Dame Academy in the championship game. So
Mequon Homestead was the only team who came even close. Partner.
And without adding it all up in that, I think they're averaging over 40 points a game. It sounds like they're from last year. So
they play in a brutal conference up there with Bayport, which almost beat them 48-45. So, you know, they have the pedigree. This is a quality football team. It will be an uphill fight for Sun Prairie East the whole way.
Yeah, they're going to Sun Prairie East is going to have their hands full for sure. And kind of the theme, I guess, is we talked about the roster size of West De Pere and that this is a program, I would say, that's really thriving. And Max Preps actually had the top team in the entire state of any division. They had West De Pere ranked number 1 ahead of Arrowhead, who won the D1 crown. And, West De Pere won Division 2. Arrowhead won Division 1, but in Max Preps they had these guys number 1. So with that comes your increased numbers, and they won big here on the JV game. So we're kind of
Sun Prairie East freshman tied West De Pere in the last minute of the game.
You know that from roughing it, right?
Because I was officiating, which is why I was sprinting over here and why I was late to get in the booth. But it was a great game, a lot of ground and pound. The East Sun Prairie, I should say, the West De Pere quarterback was just an awesome quarterback. He could roll out, throw off his back foot, and go for 35 yards, and he was like accurate on a dime. So they've got this tradition here at West De Pere that really impressive.
So you're telling me that Andrew Grayson here, who's going to start tonight, I'm sure, he's a junior. He's got 2 years, but you've already got the next guy grooming.
It sure looks like it. He's a little on the small side, but he can roll out. You know, he reminds me a lot of like Lamar Jackson, but can throw better. You know,
he's like Lamar Jackson, but throws better.
Yeah.
Now, what was the score of that game?
20-20.
20-20. Okay, so that's some positive news for the Cardinals.
Yes,
it is.
Hang with them.
But here's my prediction for score. I'm going to say West De Pere wins 38-13 over Sun Prairie.
Okay.
That's
so
my
you're
prediction.
thinking it's going to be a little bit one-sided.
I do.
Right,
I do. I think stopping this offense of West De Pere and Andrew Grayson is going to be a really, really tough battle.
Well, now let's some positives for Sun Prairie East. I mean, the rankings right now on Max Preps preseason, again, rankings are really not worth a whole lot at this point because nobody's played yet, but it is some indication. And right now they've got West De Pere for this year ranked 15th, and they've got Sun Prairie East ranked 25th. So if you look at 15th versus 25th playing at the home site of Sun Prairie East, opening night, West De Pere is replacing their coach, their quarterback, their top receiver, it could be a whole nother offense or philosophical change. This Keegan Wirtz, by the way, he was their defensive coordinator coming in, so I would guess that part won't change hardly at all as he's promoted from defensive coordinator.
Look at how many guys they have. That's crazy.
They've got an army.
That is yes.
Yeah, 100 players.
Look at them how they're lined up, like doing their blocking, and it's just there's so many of them.
Now, guys, I got an interesting little tidbit here too. That we have the new playoff matrix, right, where they determine the 32 playoff teams for the 7 divisions. Well, I was scanning through it, and the divisions are all set now. That used to be you had to wait till the playoff bracket came out before you knew what division you were, which I thought was a terrible idea. Now they've corrected it. And anyway, West De Pere is a Division I school this year, and it's not because of their enrollment. I forget the word that they used, but basically they were elevated because of their success. That's what the WIA does now.
Yes.
When you win state titles and you're at state so many times, they elevate you. So their enrollment is only 1,070 kids. They're the smallest team in Division I field this year. And I'm really curious for this 2026 season, how are they going to do against the heavyweights? I mean, obviously their conference schedule remains the same. But once you get to the playoffs, you're talking your Arrowheads, your Muskegos, your McGuanagos, your Bayports. I'm wondering how they're going to do against those kinds of teams. And that'll be the big challenge for them as they're The next lowest enrollment school, I think there were 1,070. The next lowest enrollment was around like 1,270.
Yeah.
So they're significantly smaller. Both Sun Prairie East and West will be Division I schools this year as well. I believe their enrollments, they're both around that 1,300 or 1,400.
We see Sun Prairie East players taking the field here with the flag. So
here they come.
Antonio Graves holding the flag for Sun Prairie East, number 23.
They're decked out, and they're all Reds tonight, all red uniforms. Similar to what the Badgers are going to be like up in Lambeau Field here in a couple weeks.
How do you want to think about that game? That's just going to be, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're not really optimistic about that one, Todd?
No.
Well, Notre Dame's the top 5 team in the country for college football, so the Badgers have a really tough test on their hands.
Yeah.
I think they might be the top team, plus they have kind of a favorable schedule, so that's going to be interesting. Anyway, we're about to have the national anthem here as the Cardinals have taken the field. And by the way, West De Pere, anybody, you guys know their nickname?
Phantoms.
Phantoms.
The Phantoms, yeah. They're the traditional orange and black colors, although decked out in white on white jerseys with the orange and black trim tonight.
East has changed the color of their helmet decals, though, from white to red. So now we have red cardinal heads and a red stripe rather than the white cardinal head in white stripes that we've seen in the past.
Like they're kind of shiny, too. There's a little bit of a shine to them. So.
But it's still that classic uniform that hasn't changed in about 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah, they've stuck with it.
We ask you that if you are able to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And also please remain standing.
All right, we'll take in a moment for the national anthem here on Sun Prairie Media Center coverage of Cardinal football.
Please join us in singing our national anthem, performed tonight by Sun Prairie East senior Ella Novoselic.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed o'er the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, beautiful playing a national anthem by a student. I mean, it's always great when we get senior student and getting involved with singing, but beautifully done.
Beautifully done, and sets the stage for the game tonight here.
It's just a gorgeous night, too, for high school football. I'm pretty excited to have this thing finally start. What more could you want here? It's a beautiful, warm evening.
72 degrees.
Yeah, 72 degrees. It's perfect. We were waiting months for football to come back, and I think I was telling Mark last year, it's like you wait and wait and wait for football, and then it comes at you in a fire hose.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of football fast. But, man, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's only a 9-week season, so yeah, it does kind of come at you real quick, doesn't it?
Flies by fast.
You got 3 games, I think, in August this year, and then 4 in September, and then usually season ends around October 15th. So, but we're about ready to start it here. They're making us wait about 30 minutes longer than a normal 7 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, man, that AC/DC Thunderstruck's playing. That's Sun Prairie's theme song. You feel it?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. It doesn't get any better than this, guys.
Yeah,
it really doesn't.
And, of course, AC/DC just visited Madison less than a month ago.
And barely survived the concert from what it sounded like. Angus was on an oxygen tank.
Well, we had the Canadian wildfires.
Yeah, that must be it.
So it was a little bit difficult to breathe. I was actually over at the show. So it was,
were you?
It was a great show, over at Camp Randall. They don't have too many shows over there, but they've started the last couple of years bringing them back. So
well, they gotta generate NIL money somehow.
That's right. That's going to pay for the next star running back over there in Madison.
There's been a lot of star running backs over the years in Wisconsin, that's for sure.
For sure.
This is also the, I think, ESPN Game of the Week on the Zone, Prep Mania Zone.
Yep.
So anybody who's anybody is here tonight.
That's right. We're kind of one of the only games in town because this is the first day that you're allowed to play a varsity competition this Thursday. But, of course, most are going to be on Friday night traditionally. So, we'll find the real football nut people here because they want to just catch a game no matter where it's at.
So we got Kevin Packard III is back deep in the end zone here to receive, along with, I believe that's number 12, Peyton O'Hearn.
The Cardinals will start with the ball.
And Taylor Matthews, number 19.
Back to receive. Sun Prairie won the toss or apparently decided to kick. I should take that back. I don't know who won the toss. It could have been deferred.
It could have been deferred, or maybe some Prairie East just wanted to get it, try to get some points on the board right off the bat. Here we go.
Kind of a little pooch kick, and returned here by Peyton O'Hearn out to about the Cardinal 38-yard line.
Decent start, decent field position.
It looks like about the 33-yard line. So decent
or 33,
field position.
Sorry.
It was
33.
It was a short kick. I don't know if he kind of pooched it or if he just, if that's just all the leg he's got.
Or just nerves. His muscles were locking up.
All right.
It's Braylon Peterson at QB.
In the shotgun.
Number 9. So they're going to go with the senior to start out.
Running to Tyler Mitchell to the right.
Tyler Mitchell,
And he got nowhere. I think lost a yard, maybe even 2 yards.
Lost of 1 or 2, yeah.
Second and 10. Second and 15.
Whoa.
Lost 5 on that.
Whoever the announcer is over there, or actually it's pretty legit. Look at the sticks on the side. He lost 5 on that. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he lost that many yards. I thought it was just like a 2-yard loss. But
I mean, that's similar to a sack, really.
It's a 5-yard loss on first down. Not the start the Cardinals want. Now they're going to pass.
Throws.
And incomplete. Looking for Kellen Russell, but Russell was covered tight.
He was blanketed.
There was.
Well, Kellen Russell is only a sophomore, so he's got a lot of room to grow yet. But he is starting, so
6'2".
alongside number 17, Kevin Packard III on the other receiver slot. And Marchese is the outside receiver I assume that's the X.
So we got 3rd and 15 here for the Cardinals.
Peterson still in shotgun again. Been all shotgun. And he's looking for
Packard.
Packard.
He's got time.
Now he's got to throw to Marchese. Caught, but going to be short of first down yardage. Down about the 35.
Looks like he got about, we'll say about 7 yards on that, but they're well short, so they're going to have to punt here. It's 4th down and 7 now.
Yeah, a little bobble there by Marchese, but it wouldn't have made a difference if he dropped it. Wouldn't have been a first down.
They were on him. There wasn't a whole lot of yards after the catch to be had there. Seconds. Oh, high snap. Gets the kickoff.
And a short punt.
It's going to at least do the job, though, and get it out down into
got a good roll, though. So
down into the West De Pere side of the field.
West De Pere will have the ball at about their 33.
Not a great start for Sun Prairie's offense to start with a loss of 5 on your first play of the season.
Yeah. You always talk about not getting behind the chains.
Right.
They always say, and that means, you want to get even 3-4 yards on first down and another 3-4 and kind of
Okay, it looks like
yourself behind.
Single high safety here for the Cardinals against Greason.
So Andrew Grayson in shotgun. He's rolling out to his right, and he's got an open receiver, number 16, and that is Parker Dietrich. So Parker Dietrich.
He's a junior, 6'2".
Gets to the West De Pere 30,
No huddle.
So an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, this is
speed up, no huddle offense. Here we go.
And
nice play by 15, who is Alex York.
And the ball carrier was Parker Gallant, the junior.
I think a loss of one.
Yeah, loss of one. So Gallant loses a yard on 2nd and 2. So now it's 3rd and 3 here with 9:40 here in the first quarter.
Looks like West De Pere's probably just going to go no huddle the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's
Shotgun.
Throws it.
Nice catch there by 16. Parker Dietrich again.
That's Parker Dietrich's second catch of the night.
Just look at Greason. He looks like a college quarterback. He is so poised. His footwork is so crisp and precise, and his arm strength is off the charts. He can zip that thing.
Yeah, he's got a rocket arm, that's for sure, for Andrew Grayson. And Grayson, another nice pass to Dietrich. An easy 5-6 yards there.
Guys, they've run 4 plays, and 3 of them have been passes to Parker Dietrich.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to obviously keep an eye on them. None for big yardage, but
well, they seem to be really stressing. They want to get the ball out really quick.
Yeah.
So there's going to be time for these deep routes to develop.
2nd and 5 here. Grayson, he's got.
There's more of a
3.
shot downfield. A nice pass.
And that's Darian Acevedo Ortiz.
Jack Ireland on the tackle there from his safety spot.
Again, pretty big gains here on each pass play. For
West De Pere is making it look really easy right now.
Yeah, they are.
Runs a little slant, incomplete.
First incompletion, I think, for Grayson so far.
Good
there.
defense by Easton McNary from the Cardinals. He had a good coverage there. And
Chase Kerrigan was the target for West De Pere.
Yeah, I think Coach Kaminsky is looking for big things from Easton McNary this year. I believe he is
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
Number 2.
Got a lot of playing time last season as a sophomore.
Leading returning tackler for the Cardinals.
There's a
McNary.
run. Not much there. So the Cardinals stop it. That's Parker Gallant. Again, he's got both carries. And it's going to be 3rd and long. So this is where the Cardinals need to step up and see if they can hold them. It's 3rd and
They're saying 3rd and 9.
3rd
here,
and 9.
with 8:44 here in the first quarter. So, but they're taking a little time off the clock, more time off the clock than what the Cardinals were able to do on their first possession.
They still haven't huddled yet, though. The Phantoms.
No huddle.
Rolls. Oh, he comes back to the right, little inside.
Good tackle there by 80.
Yeah, nice tackle by
Javion Sanders.
And partner, you want to guess who caught that one?
Parker Dietrich again.
I've just got a little tally here. I think that's his 4th catch already.
Yeah, 4th catch, and looks like a false start here on West De Pere.
Now wait a minute. It's 4th and 5, and they aren't even flinching. West De Pere. I guess it would be.
They were on their own 20.
It would be a makeable field goal though for a high school kicker. You would think, especially a program as good as West De Pere.
I think Coach.
It'd be about a 37-yarder before. Now it'd be.
But now with that 5 yards pushed back, I think they have to go for it now, or
4th and 10.
I think Coach Wirtz was trying to make a statement here in the opening possession. He's got it.
Oh, it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close.
I think he might be short.
Yeah, I think he's just short.
All right.
1 yard short.
Big time stop by Sun Prairie. Bend but not break.
Yeah, you're right.
Mason Campbell was one of the defenders on that one. So a stop by the Cardinals. It surprised me that West De Pere didn't flinch at all. It looked like they weren't even considering a field goal.
No.
So I don't know if maybe they don't have a kicker that can hit them from very far, or if it was simply that they have confidence in their offense.
I think it's the latter, Steve, because they came within inches of picking that up.
Yeah.
But as it is, it's going to be East football on their own 20. First down. Braylon Peterson in the shotgun with a lone setback. two receivers stacked out here to the left.
And they're going to run it with Peterson. Peterson.
Oh, he's going to go.
Peterson's
Right
gone.
up the middle.
He should be gone.
He's to the 20,
No.
to the 10.
Oh!
Tackled at the 1.
Caught
Yeah.
at the 1.
He needed to angle one more. If he angled, he's in. But what?
Yeah. 79-yard run unofficially.
Wow! And what a play action fake there. I mean, the entire stadium is looking over there at the 30-yard line. Peterson's up here already on the opposite 30. What a fake! What a fake!
Yeah. Great run by Braylon Peterson.
But I'll tell you what, that defender from West De Pere didn't catch his number. He ran him down from about 10 yards behind. He had a lot of distance to make up. So now they're on the 1 or 2 yard line. First to go.
And a run here with
And off
Juan.
to.
Let's see.
That's Juan Randall.
Yeah, Juan Randall. Randall's short. I might have gotten a yard.
Sun Prairie's got to get 6 out of this. They just have to.
Yeah, and you don't want to settle for a field goal.
No.
Here. Plus, that would be, they always talk about getting first team to score.
Right.
I think there's
some
some stat
momentum
out there.
here.
You win about 70% of the games, or like 3/4 of the games are won by the team that scores first.
And they're going to run with Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's
Touchdown.
in. Tyler Mitchell, touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that gets the Cardinals the lead.
You know what's
6-0.
interesting on those last 2 runs? Sun Prairie East did something that I have never seen them do in about 8 years. They put the quarterback took the ball under center. There was no shotgun. They did almost everything exclusively out of the mesh. Not this time.
They went under center, huh?
They went under center 2 straight downs that time, which is unheard of for this program.
Great
But
run.
I like it because you're in a shotgun run. You're already starting out 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage in that situation.
Here comes the extra point, and on to kick is number 35, Caleb. And it's good. He got
Good.
it. That's
Wow.
Caleb Crace. He is a senior kicker. But back to what you were saying about going under center. It reminds me of an NFL situation this year. Of course, the Baltimore Ravens have Lamar Jackson as their quarterback. We mentioned him earlier. And with their new coach, John Harbaugh, he's having Lamar go under center a little bit this year as well. And so it can be kind of a change, but, there's also no film on you doing it. So,
Right.
So it's maybe.
Right.
What do you think the reasons would be that?
I think
the Cardinals just did it here.
I think for years when they get in these short yardage situations, they would still go out of the mesh, and it was a struggle because it's 7 yards before you even get to the line of scrimmage, and you only need to gain 2. When you're going from under center, you can hide your running back better. The defensive lineman cannot see the running back because over the low lineman, the linebackers have a tougher time seeing which way the play is going when you're under center. And it's a tougher read for the secondary. So I think maybe in that situation it worked perfectly.
Yeah. The key was the fake. Everybody kind of went after the dive back, and then he had some clear sailing.
Oh, you mean on Braylon's big run there?
Yeah. Big run, yeah.
That was out of the shotgun. So
that was a nice play under center with the Tyler Mitchell touchdown.
Well, that's kind of the start you wanted for Sun Prairie.
Oh, it's huge. It's like now it gives you a little bit of confidence that you can kind of hang with this team. But you've got to, first of all, is no breakaways on this kickoff. You got to you got to lock down the kickoffs, not give them momentum. And then you got to get a tough stop here coming out of defense, and then you're really in the ball game.
Nice kickoff. It lands about the 3 yard line, but had some good height as well.
Big stop there. Then they got it.
Some good
Okay.
time there.
Yeah.
They hold them inside the 25 yard line.
Yep.
I think as a rule of thumb, wouldn't you agree that when you're kicking off, if you can hold them inside the 30 yard line, say that's a pretty good, well executed by the kicking team.
For high school, certainly, for sure.
So West De Pere has the ball here, 6:47. They're trailing 7-0. So it's a rare position that West De Pere is in. They don't trail too often. So see how they're able to respond and how Andrew Grayson does here.
They're going to start on their own 22 yard line here, second possession. Screen pass.
Boom.
Well, nice
Great.
tackle.
Well played there by McNary. No.
Easton
Yeah, that was
McNary,
Easton McNary.
Yeah.
Really well played. Shed his blocker and just wrapped the guy up around his knees. Excellent tackle.
And who do you think had the catch on that one?
Again, Parker Dietrich.
Parker Dietrich, unofficially 5 catches here, and we're only 5 minutes into the game.
They are routinely in a 4-receiver set. It's total spread offense, Marcus, that you were wondering if we'd see that again.
He's got a lot of time
they're sticking
here.
with it. And another play to Dietrich. And
Dietrich
a pretty
over
big
the middle
gain.
for 20, about 20 yards.
Up to the West De Pere 41.
And you got to give credit to West De Pere's O-line there. They gave him all day.
He had a lot of time.
And the secondary just can't stay with the receivers that long.
No huddle again from the 40, 1st and 10 for the Phantoms.
And shotgun, Grayson looking right. He's rolling right. He's going to find number 80. And 80 is Trevor Butterfield. Trevor Butterfield.
Just a sophomore, and looks like he got we'll call it about 8 yards there. So.
Yep, 8-yard gain. Yep.
When Grayson is rolling out like that, it really puts some pressure on the defense to make a decision. Like, you're going to have to come up and stop him, and then you're going to open it up.
Now a catch by Darian Acevedo-Ortiz. Acevedo-Ortiz.
They are just carving up our secondary. I mean, they can do whatever they want with this short passing game. We can't. The only answer is to try to get some pressure on him.
And Grayson here in the shotgun, Andrew Grayson, and
Incomplete. Looks like a misread there.
Yep.
Looked like he did it in, and the quarterback threw it to an out.
Yeah,
so
that's miscommunication there.
But how many runs does West De Pere have so far? I think they've only run the ball once, maybe twice, I think. So they're very pass heavy here. It's been about 80% through the air. And perhaps one of the positives for some Prairie East is they really haven't got them get deep downfield. You know, these have been all, say, 10 yards and under on the pass.
Good pressure that time.
There's another short
nice pass there by Grayson to, again, number 80.
Trevor Butterfield.
Butterfield with a second catch.
3 Cardinals crashing into the backfield that time, but Grayson just handled it like a pro. Just rolls out and just bam. I don't know.
I like that pressure, though, more on that one, don't you? So this is a key play, 3rd and 4 from the Sun Prairie East.
38. Yeah, I think 38.
Oh, he's under pressure. Oh, now he's going to get it off.
Incomplete.
A lot of pressure there.
Looking for 30, number 30, Cooper Chabot.
On defense, he kind of, Alex York kind of went for the ball fake.
He did.
He kind of pump faked, and York went for that, and it gave Grayson a little more time to throw. But 4th down again from their 38, and again, we don't see a punter out there, and certainly this is out of field goal range for high school. So, but they're going to go for it.
4th and 4 here from the Cardinal 38, and had an open receiver, but incomplete. Was intended for Darian Acevedo-Ortiz, but he dropped it.
So a turnover on downs. That's the 2nd consecutive possession.
Yeah, turnover on downs.
So. It looks like from first glance that West De Pere doesn't do a lot with the kicking game. And by that, I mean, certain high school teams would play field position there. Wouldn't you agree, Todd? So you're on the 38, you kick it, maybe you put them inside the 20, and you play the defensive game.
Well, that'd be a tough punt for a punter. I mean, you're kind of in no man's land there, I thought, but.
And look at this, we got a
Carter
new quarterback.
Kavanaugh in at quarterback. And a dangerous pass, incomplete. Intended for Jack Casey Jr.
I'm really surprised by this after Braylon's 80-yard run.
Yeah.
I realize they want to probably use both quarterbacks, but I'm shocked that they're doing it on this possession.
Yeah.
After that big run by Peterson.
You want Braylon Peterson in there to keep that momentum rolling. I mean, but it looks like they're going to alternate series here between the 2 quarterbacks, is my guess.
This is series 3, so Peterson had the first 2. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Going to throw it again.
Kavanaugh going to throw. Nice pass there to Russell.
That's a great pass by Carter Kavanaugh.
Kellen Russell. There's the coach's son, Kellen Russell, the sophomore, making the catch for a first down, number 14.
Those 2, Kavanaugh and Russell, have been playing together since 4th grade, so they have a really good feel for each other, and they're best friends off the field as well.
That helps, right? They
yep.
pick up a ball.
They got chemistry.
And
First
nice
down run.
looking run here for
Oh, he's
Mitchell.
got
Whoa.
Mitchell's got a big hole. Big run for Tyler
That's
Mitchell.
Tyler Mitchell.
About a 14-yard gain for Tyler Mitchell.
Yeah, East has got De Pere, or the Phantoms on their heels right now. Kind of.
Maybe there are a few kinks in this armor. We
Yes.
talked them up so much in the pregame. But they're just taking advantage of a few big plays here and there.
I think what we're seeing here is that they trust Carter Kavanaugh's arm, and they want Braylon Peterson's. They like Braylon Peterson's legs.
Yeah, I agree, Todd. I think that's a good assessment. I definitely see why they want to get Carter Kavanaugh some snaps.
There's a handoff. I'm going to give him about 1 yard on that. We'll see what the refs say.
Yeah, and it looks like the ball carrier number 20,
Romeo Jansen.
Romeo Jansen.
So it looks like you get more than the one I said, maybe 2 or 3 out of that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
'cause-
back to what you were saying, Todd. Could it be that maybe that could be a complementary type offense?
Yeah, double-edged sword.
Where you have one guy that throws it more and one guy that runs it more, and then you kind of intermix, depending on the situation and the night and the
Right.
type, what kind of defense they're lined up and things like that. Or even just do it by possession.
Mm-hmm.
Give them different looks.
Well, they had Taylor Matthews in motion.
Yeah.
there.
Catch.
And a nice catch there by Kevin Packard III. Kevin Packard
There's
the third moves
third.
the chains.
BK, Coach Kaminsky not happy with Carter Kavanaugh's decision making on that play. He was out there on the field yelling at him. I'm not sure what he did wrong.
Yeah, I wonder what his critique would be.
Maybe
ended
he
up
left
being the
that
first
ball a
down.
little too inside because that D-back tried to curl around and knock it down. But that's the only thing I could think of.
1st and 10, though, for the Cardinals on the 19-yard line. Moving the ball here steadily.
Kavanaugh in shotgun.
He's got a little bit of time. Now he's under duress and just going to throw it and get rid of it. You
Smart play.
got to be
Yep.
careful of the intent. You're an official. We just talked about that. You did the freshman. How close was that to an intentional ground?
Not close at all because now in high school it's NFL rules on that. You're outside the tackle box, you can just throw it away. Don't need
throw it
a receiver.
Okay.
In years past, you you couldn't do that, but the last 2 years they've changed that to kind of protect the quarterbacks a little bit.
So had he been inside the tackle box, then it could have been a potential.
Right. It's basically the NFL rules.
The new NFL rule, yeah. 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. There's a handoff.
Nice run up the middle by Juan Randall, but then make it very far. About
Probably about 2
2-yard
yards.
gain? Yeah, I'd say 2-yard gain for Juan Randall.
They're going to have it at 3rd and 9. It looks like from the sidelines.
Yep, 3rd and 9 here, 3rd and long.
What would you do here, partner? Would you go back and throw it, or would you maybe surprise them with a run?
I think play action pass. I think you kind of maybe fake like you're going to run it, surprise them sort of that way, but actually throw it.
Okay.
That might be what I
And
would
they are in field goal range here. We saw that the extra point looked pretty solid from Caleb Crace, so not sure what his range is, but I think he's well within that right now. There's a pass by Kavanaugh.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Darn near picked off.
Probably should have been intercepted by
Yeah.
27, Jacob.
Threw it into
Shevchik.
triple coverage.
That was ill-advised a little bit there on the throw, but we're going to have 4th down now from the 18, so this will be a 35-yard field goal attempt for Caleb Crace, the senior. Like I said, he looked pretty good on that extra point in terms of leg strength. And
It's actually Jamison Coots, the kicker. this
okay,
time.
we got a different kicker here.
It's it. Jamison Coots.
Jamison Coots, a junior. That one's
And
up.
nice kick by Coots, I think. It's good.
Wow, very nice kick
And
there.
there was
Yeah.
plenty of leg. That was from 35.
Yeah.
That had at least 10 or 15.
For sure.
That was a nice kick by Jamison
Very
Coots.
encouraging sign for East.
So now they got a double-digit lead, 10-0.
Yep.
I don't know why you guys were so worried coming into this game. This is,
I was worried coming in, but I guess maybe was more worried than I should have been about this matchup. But, high praise to replace the kicker that they had last year for Sun Prairie East, Brady Mellum, who's actually on Wisconsin.
yeah, he's a walk-on.
Walk-on at
He's
Wisconsin.
on Coach Luke Fickle's roster.
Yeah, he's on Coach.
I'm not sure if
Fickle's
he
roster.
probably won't get any time on the field this year as
No,
a
probably
walk-on
not. Yeah,
freshman.
probably not as a freshman.
But just the fact that he's on the squad, and hopefully he can elevate himself over the course of this year and the future years. But 10-0. I don't think any of us really expected this.
No, I definitely didn't expect 10-0 at this
With
point. With 2:22
left in the first quarter. However, I think we also would agree I wouldn't rest on this lead either. I mean, West De Pere's got lots of weapons, and you got to kind of keep after him here.
Yeah, I mean, if you
don't let your guard down.
You can't take it down off against this offense, that's for sure.
And I'm waiting for the defense for West De Pere to make a play. I mean, I think at some point their defense, they have enough talent on defense, they can make plays too. Mm-hmm. So this is far from over, this game.
Yeah. So remember, this team that has not lost a game since 2024 on a 14-game winning streak. So here's the kick from the 40. It's a line shot. Oh, deflects
off Dietrich.
Off Dietrich. Now he's going to corral it and not get much.
Yeah,
that also hurt his return.
Gets to about the 16.
16-yard line. Jack Marchese, the special teams coach for the Cardinals, has got to be thrilled with that. Anytime you start on just the 16-yard line.
Great special teams there by Sun Prairie East. Just great job tackling, getting to the ball carrier and Dietrich right away. So it's 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line here. West De Pere 16 and Grayson in shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff to 13. And that is Parker Gallant. Parker Gallant gets to about the 20. It's about a 4-yard gain. So it should be 2nd and 6 here. With 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And Andrew Grayson here in shotgun. Looking to his right. And he's got an open receiver, number 9. Pretty good gain to Colton Newens. So Colton Newens gets to the West De Pere 38, it looks like. So that was about an 18-yard pass play.
Colton's a senior.
Adrian Bliss Purdue on that tackle.
And Grayson looking incomplete. Well guarded there by 16 for Sun Prairie East. Mason Campbell, good coverage.
Jack Lestringa with a lot of pressure on him. Playing that DN spot, following in his brother Addison's footsteps, who's now a tight end at Iowa. But during his playing days here, he played both wide receiver and defensive end.
Yeah, nice. You're right. Nice pressure by Lestringa. And it's going to be a timeout, Sun Prairie East. Coach BK calling the timeout here for Sun Prairie East with 1:35 left here in the first quarter. I believe it's first timeout of this game.
First timeout of the season, right there.
Yep, first timeout of the season.
Each team gets 3 of them per half, so still got 2 remaining for the Cardinals. How about that bright video board over there on the sideline? I don't know if they had that toy last year, did they?
I don't think so. They had like a giant screen TV that they'd roll out here, but now they just have a flat screen.
That one looks a little bit better technology.
Yeah.
A little brighter and probably about 1/5 the weight too.
Yeah, so it's not as big as that TV they had last year, that's for sure. It's a lot smaller.
That thing was like my grandma's box console TV.
Remember those projection ones?
Like from 1958.
And you had to have about 4 people to move them.
Yeah.
Well, just looking at the sidelines here, I see Braylon Peterson's warming up. So what do you think they're going to do when they get the ball back for the Cardinals next possession?
I think it's going to be Peterson again.
Peterson. All right, here come the Phantoms. 2nd down and 10. Under
More pressure by Lestringa.
No, it's deflected. And they did get a hit on the quarterback. Number 4 hit number 4. And the 4 is Jack Lestringa that hit Andrew Grayson from West De Pere.
You just look at how Jack walks, and he just looks just like Addison, a couple inches shorter, but he's just got that same kind of gait.
Same football walk, right?
Yeah.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 for the Phantoms.
Single high safety here for East.
And
Grayson's got time.
Oh, he's got an open receiver, number 3, and he's gone.
That's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, that'll be a touchdown for Darian Avesedo-Ortiz.
Yeah, I mean, they saw cover 1, and he just smoked the cornerback on the go route, and it was all over then, right up the seam.
So Phantoms are on the board. It's 10-6 game here with 1:19.
I'm impressed
here in
by
the
the
quarter.
speed there from Acevedo Ortiz.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
He kind of ran away from him. Looking at stats from last year, Acevedo Ortiz, he had 40 catches for 547 yards and 4 touchdowns for a 13.7 average. So he had 40 catches in high school as not the primary receiver is a lot. And there's
He also had a 78-yard catch, the longest reception of any Phantom last year. 78 yards.
So he's explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fast. I mean, we just saw that there on display. So 10-7 lead
Extra
still for
point
Sun
is
Prairie
good.
East.
I guess, Marcus or Steve, I mean, would you change up and go to maybe cover 2 scheme or cover 3 instead of just relying on that single safety? I know you're getting pressure on Greason, mostly by Jack Lestringa, but, you know, do you want to keep – what would you do? Would you back off on that pressure and put some more guys in the secondary? Because
cover
Greason's
3.
been defeating those blitzes
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, I think I would go cover 3 a lot more. Cover 2 and cover 3, maybe a mixture of it.
Yeah, you're certainly going to need some help there back in the secondary, especially if he's got that extra gear. If they've got a receiver and Acevedo Ortiz and possibly another one that can kind of break your defense. So you don't want to let them get behind you, that's for sure.
What is encouraging for the Cardinals is that the defensive line and some of these outside linebackers are really good athletes. You can see that already, that they're in the backfield more often than not.
They have gotten pressure on Andrew
Yes.
Grayson. I mean, we were talking about that being a key.
Yeah.
They needed to get some pressure, and they have been able to do that a little bit on Grayson.
But Grayson has been so good at rolling out and just finding that receiver that
Here's the kick. It's going to be
Caught by
Kevin Packard the third. Here's Kevin.
Good
He's got
return,
some. Oh, there's a flag that comes in late, and usually that's some sort of a hold or an illegal block on the kicking team. Generally.
It's definitely going to be on Sun Prairie East. I'm confident this was some sort of block in the back. Or hold. I guess a hold.
Holding on the return. So they're going to be in rough field position here to start out. Probably, we'll see where that puts them. Probably around the 14 or so yard line. Just guessing.
Let's see.
yeah, Braylon Peterson's in there, so they're going to try to run.
I think 15. I think you're right.
About the. It's going to be.
Or, well, even further back than that. About the 12.
About the 12-yard line to start out.
So, yeah, Sun Prairie East 12-yard line. They're going to start this possession with 1:12 here in the first quarter for Sun Prairie East.
Here's an opportunity to hog the ball on like a 10-play drive.
Braylon Peterson in shotgun and Kevin Packard in motion. And a run by Peterson up the middle. Not much. Maybe about 3 yards.
Let's see.
If he gets to the 15, it was a 3-yard gain.
Looks like about 3 yards, so it'll be second and
and 7.
right around 7. Braylon Peterson was the second leading rusher on the team last year for the Cardinals, behind
Brady
obviously Brady Kaufman. So he's not he's used to carrying the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I could see his athleticism and his run ability. I mean, we've seen it on display already. He's a good runner, Braylon Peterson.
Last year, 84 carries, 292 yards.
And a run by Mitchell.
Up the
Not
middle.
much there, maybe
He got
2.
Maybe another yard or 2 out of that. So that's going to do it, I think, for the first quarter.
Yeah, that should wrap up the first quarter. I don't think they'll snap it again.
Which means they'll be we're kind of more
Well,
on the
maybe they'll surprise us in one more snap yet, or maybe
7 seconds.
Maybe it's a bluff. Could be a bluff.
It's not going. They're not going to
It's a
snap the
bluff.
ball.
And they got.
Oh, but they got the flag.
They got him to jump, which is going to give him a first down.
Well, if you're Coach Wirtz, you've just got to be livid.
Encroachment, and that's going to be. Is it? No, it's not quite enough for a first. 1 second left in the quarter, and it's going to be literally third down and a half a yard.
Yeah, that's got to be very
See by the
upsetting for
stick.
Coach Wirtz. That's the last thing he wants.
As a new coach, plus remember, as I mentioned, he's the defensive coordinator from last year. So
Chain gang's all confused over there on the far sideline. It is third and one.
Third and an inch is what I've got it at.
Yeah.
Look at how close the.
Yeah, it's about an inch.
Look at how close the
It's
yard
very
marker
close.
is.
So kind of a delay here.
Well, officials are going to make Sun Prairie do something.
Yeah, they're going to make them snap it one
See
more
if
time, I think.
Now does the clock start again?
Yeah, it'll start on the snap, and then.
So I think they will have to snap it.
Well,
one
wait.
last
I think
time.
Are they waiting for a measurement?
Nope.
That was first and 10.
They're
Or
wheeling
wait,
the
I guess
clock.
they can let it run out. Yep, they were
Well,
able to
He
let
just
it run.
wheeled the clock. So
More
now that
importantly, it's a first down. They just readjusted the spot.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it is a first down.
So the
For
clock
Cardinals.
starts, rolls down, but they get the first down. So now they're going to be moving it down to the other end of the field on approximately the 23-yard line. So, guys, I'll be real honest. After a quarter, usually when you watch high school football, I'd say after your first quarter, you got a really good feel for which way the game's going, who's got the advantage, and ultimately who you think who's going to win. I have no idea on this game right now.
It's looking like this could be a shootout
Yeah, it
at this
does.
point.
I mean, I've seen some things that really favored the visiting team for West De Pere, and then of course, Sun Prairie East had the long 80-yard run, and they've connected on some passes and moved the ball a little bit. So, moved the ball on the West De Pere defense. So I'll be honest, it's tough to get a read on this one.
Yeah, it looks like two evenly matched squads right now, actually.
Which I would
Yeah,
say
it
in
does.
general for the Cardinals, that's great news because this is the defending number
Yeah.
one team, state champions, and it has not lost since 2024.
I mean,
What
Andrew Grayson's no joke at quarterback. I mean, we're seeing
No, he can do
Yeah.
it. He can play quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to fill right in his brother's footsteps and in his dad's legacy, that's for sure.
You want to take maybe we'll take a moment here just to thank our sponsors again quick. So thank you to our sponsors, Bank of Sun Prairie and Sun Prairie Utilities for Sun Prairie Media Center coverage of Cardinal football.
Thank you for your support, making this possible. And
Yep.
of course, here at the Media Center, we're always on the look for other sponsors too. So we really appreciate Bank of Sun Prairie Utilities stepping up, and others as well.
Peterson run to the right. That's a good run.
Yeah, 6, maybe 7-yard gain.
Yeah, probably close to 7, it looks like. About a 7-yard gain for Peterson.
Offensive line did a good job blowing guys off the ball.
Yeah,
I like
offensive
it.
line doing a good job.
Gain of 6, it looks like. So we'll have about second and 4. It sounds funny to say, but I think Braylon Peterson's about 100 yards rushing now.
Yeah.
he had about 80
Yeah,
in the one
yeah.
crack.
So Peterson at shotgun.
Oh, he fumbled
Yeah.
the snap. He's going to have to go down. And
Low snap. That was low. That was a
And
tough
also
one.
a late hit. You can't just jump on the guy. He's down,
boy, that's
but they
gonna-
didn't call it.
They didn't. Yeah,
You can't just jump on the guy.
that's going to be a loss of about 7. So now they're in a 3rd and long. It went from a 2nd and manageable to now it's 3rd and long. 3rd and
11. Yep, so a 7-yard loss on that play.
And now we're going to see Braylon Peterson's have to show us he can throw.
He's in the
Good
shotgun.
snap. He's got a little bit of time.
That looked
Got a nice
got
opening.
the first down.
that looked great.
Justin Roy is the receiver for a first down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice play by Justin Roy to move the chains, get the ball to the Cardinal. Looks like about 33-yard line.
He's listed as a halfback, more of like a tight end type position. It looked like he came out of there. Justin Roy, the senior, 6'3", 250. Big kid.
He's an H-back. Yeah, tight end, sort of a hybrid tight end
Yeah, sometimes
receiver.
different programs call tight ends and
Right.
H-back, and it kind of depends on the system.
Packard in motion, going to run it up the middle with Juan Randall.
Decent gain,
About a three-yard gain for Randall.
3 or 4.
Ooh, Cardinals down there hurt bad, 72.
And that's a captain as well, Joseph Mekshun.
He's up now, on his feet. He's staying in. It looked like he got rolled up on.
So that's a key player too, Todd. I mean, it's like captain, senior. Don't want to lose your captain, senior offensive lineman.
Joseph Mekshun.
So Joseph Mekshun, thankfully he's okay.
Yeah, he bounced right up. So
Yeah, Cardinals will need him on the offensive line. So Braylon Peterson in shotgun. And it's 2nd and 7. And a false start. It's going to be for the Cardinals. I think Jack Ostrenga got a little jumpy.
yeah, false start, which is going to move the Cardinals back 5 yards. So now we're looking at 2nd and 12. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Yep, Jack Ostrenga never really got set. He got too antsy too quick. So that moves him back 5 yards, and going to be 2nd and 12 here for the Cardinals. 9:22 here in the second quarter. Peterson in shotgun, looking right.
There he is.
He's
Little
got
screen, but
Ostrenga,
that's not going anywhere to Ostrenga.
Nope.
and nothing.
I think it's going to be a 0.
Yeah, 0-yard gain.
Zero.
At best, it's a no gain. Lucky he didn't lose a couple yards there.
So yeah, no gain.
So we're going to have 3rd and 12 now. Any ideas on what they should dial up here? 3rd and 12.
I think a pass play to the middle of the field.
Try that.
Yeah.
See. They've had a little bit of success, with some passes, and see if the middle's open on this one.
That would be my thought, pass to the middle of the field.
It's looking like 2 high safeties.
Pressure
Another
comes
screen
up the middle,
pass.
but he
Yep,
gets it
screen
off.
pass.
And it's going to be really close to the
Yeah.
first down.
I think right at the
It's
marker.
going to depend on the spot.
Oh, they're not giving him a good spot.
That's Justin Roy. He's that.
With that spot, they're a
H-back.
yard short. But the spot they're giving him, it's a yard
Yep.
short.
Oh, they didn't get a favorable spot at
Oh,
all.
no.
huge call here for Coach Kaminsky. You're going to go
4th and
for it in your
1.
own territory. I think they're
Fourth-
going to go for
Yeah,
it.
4th and 1 from their own 42.
Super risky from your 42
Yeah,
yards. on
this
42.
is.
They only have to get a yard, but on the other hand, it's like if you don't get it. it
Tush
can be-
push formation here. He got it. He
got
got
it.
it. He got it. Went more.
It was a tush push, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is actually illegal now in high school. There's a new rule
Yeah.
preventing it, but
I will say though that looked like a perfectly legal play. It was just no.
oh, it was. Nobody was pushing the
nobody
runner.
Was pushing. It was just simply,
Everybody was so bunched in.
It was more of just your traditional QB
Yep.
sneak. And
Yeah.
as coaches, you have to understand. You have to know if you can trust your line to get that push. Because if you don't trust your line, you're not going to call that, and you might even punt it. But
Still,
if you can trust your center and your 2 guards to get a little push, then you can get that half a yard.
three tight ends set there.
Under center too.
And
Not
under
shotgun.
center.
Yeah, Peterson's under center this time.
There's a fake. He's under pressure.
Oh,
He's
it's gonna be
go-
sacked.
Oh man,
That's a loss of 13.
So 10 and number 5 are both in on that sack for West De Pere. So that was Brody Benning and Brody. So 2 Brodies in on that tackle. Brody Benning and Brody Carthice.
that's not a good sign, Steve, because they only rushed 4. That was not a blitz, and they just blew up the interior lineman for East.
And they lost, I think it was about 13 yards. So
Yeah.
now we got 2nd down and 19 from their own 35.
Braylon
They're
Peterson
getting
and
behind the
shotgun.
sticks on a lot of these, aren't
Yeah.
they there, Todd? Screen, but that's not going to go for
I think
much.
that was dropped by Packard. I don't even think he held on. Incomplete. Yep, Packard
to
dropped
KP.
it.
Kevin Packard the 3rd. Incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd now and 19.
Well, that might not have been the worst thing, that being incomplete. It really wouldn't have gotten them any yards anyway. So 6:38 here in the second quarter, 3rd and 19 here. Shotgun for the Cardinals. I think just try to get some of this yardage back.
Little screen.
And,
And
Oh, and
Short
that
pass.
might be why we see Carter Kavanaugh as their main passing quarterback.
Yeah, that
Well,
that was not a pretty pass
No,
by Braylon Peterson.
In fairness there to Braylon, though, that was going nowhere. So he might have just thrown it kind of
Right.
turf because
That
if
could have
there's a
been
guy
too.
ready to blow him up, then you
Yeah.
probably don't want that. It could result in a fumble or whatever. So it's going to be 4th and 19, obvious punting situation. And speaking thereof, Carter Nelson will handle those punting duties this year. He is a 6'2 senior. High snap, but he's going to get off a good
That's a
nice
pretty
punt.
solid punt there for Nelson. That's a good punt.
From the 25, He gets about a 12-yard return out to the 39, we'll call it. Maybe the 40.
Yeah, I'd say 39. I'd say 39.
Or 40 for the Phantoms.
For the
They're
Phantoms.
going to take over with 6:21 left in the first half. Still 10-7, Sun Prairie East.
Yeah, with the spot they're giving them, that's the 40.
Yep. And of course, as usual, the Phantoms are on the field and ready to go without a huddle.
They love up tempo.
They do not know what a huddle is. Grayson hands this one off up the middle. Minimal gain.
Steve, it almost kind of reminds me of like Brent Suter as a pitcher, like just the way that they operate West De Pere as an offense, like just so fast paced.
Just
like
get
the
it
ball
and go,
and throw
right?
it. You get the ball. And
Just get it and run the next play.
Exactly.
Brent Suter. There's a name I have not thought of in like 2 years. Wasn't he the pterodactyl pitcher?
He was. Yeah, he was. But he loved to work very fast.
Yeah.
Who's he with these days?
I think Anaheim Angels now, but
Is he with them? All right, 2nd and 9. He's got a little bit of time, Grayson. Oh, and the D-back fell down.
Parker
but
Dietrich again, and I think that's catch at least 6 for Dietrich.
Is that Parker Dietrich? That's number 7.
Or 7 now.
Unofficially, I've got.
Unofficial 7 catch.
Good route by Dietrich, who sold goal route and got the quarterback or the corner to fall down and then turn around.
3rd and 3. Big play. Pressure up the middle. He's going to throw it.
Got it off.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Okay, now decision time here for the Phantoms. Okay, this is why Keegan Wirtz is going to have to earn his keep here as the new West De Pere head coach.
Yep.
You got to make these tough decisions. You're on your side of the field, down by 3, and it's 4th. It's not an easy pickup either. It's 4th and about 3 or 4.
Timeout.
I bet they're going for it, though. I think they have enough confidence in Grayson and Andrew Grayson and their offense. I bet they're going for it.
So far, they have not punted or kicked any field goals. So they pretty much go for it.
They're in hurry up look here.
Oh,
they're going to punt. They're going to punt.
Looks like
Be ready for a fake, though. Not saying they're going to fake, but be ready for it.
And nope.
He's really going to punt.
Average punt, I'd say decent. Oh, there's nobody back.
Yeah, nobody back.
That's okay.
So the Cardinals were not buying that one bit. To not put anybody back to return means you're not buying that they're going for it at all. I mean that they're gonna punt it actually. So, but you're right. Like I mean, maybe you forego the 5-yard return or whatever it might have been in exchange for making sure they don't get the first down, right?
Right.
I would say a mediocre punt by Grayson there.
Yeah,
Andrew Grayson, mediocre punt.
So the Sun Prairie East coming out with 5:13 left in the first half. They're going to start on the 24-yard line, their own 24. And look who we got at quarterback.
Carter Kavanaugh this
Back
time.
to Carter Kavanaugh. So
Yep, they're just going to alternate series.
I'm guessing they're going to be throwing the ball more on this particular possession.
Which is kind of cool. I would think that West De Pere was not prepping for that, but over the course of the season, as you start scouting East, when you see Braylon Peterson on the field, you're going to know, okay, run heavy emphasis. You see him, Carter Kavanaugh, and you're looking at, okay, they're going to start throwing on this series. So that's kind of, I would think that'd be kind of a drawback to this platoon system.
Now, wait a minute. They just moved the ball back about 10 yards, and I'm not sure if there must have been a penalty of some sort.
Yeah, I think there was.
They're back down to the 14 now.
I think there was a holding. Must have been.
Okay, yep. Penalty on the Cardinals, I guess. So, but it's 1st and 10 now from the 14-yard line.
And a run here with Mitchell. Nothing there for Mitchell.
That's going to be a minus.
Yeah, that lost, I think, 4 yards for Mitchell.
All of a sudden, the East offense has sort of hit a roadblock here. The last, handful of plays they've just lost yardage.
West De Pere gaining confidence on defense right now.
Yeah.
You're right on those. When he was in the shotgun there, Kavanaugh, he handed it off, and if you get hit right away, it's not a lot. When you're under center, it's a -1. There, it's a -6.
Yes.
7. So 2nd down and 15, we'll call it.
Packard in motion. Kavanaugh going to take a shot here for Russell.
Top.
Pretty good coverage by number 27, Jacob Shefchik.
Jacob Shefchik.
I think Carter had him. He just overthrew him. Russell had a step on 27,
Yeah.
but Carter just put it too far out there.
Pretty good coverage though too. You know, like you said, he might have had a step on him, but
Yeah.
perfect
It would have been a 50-50 ball,
yeah.
probably.
So third and very long, 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals.
Cardinal 10-yard line.
Having a little screen here, goes out.
This will be a good gain for Mitchell.
It's going to be a first
down.
Moves the chains.
He was shifty enough, made one guy miss,
Yep.
and it's going to be just enough yardage. It looks like he got about 15 yards.
And Tyler Mitchell, yeah, just a nice catch and run there.
All right, so I think we're going to get a little replay here. We're going to get fancy here on K-Sun this year as much as we can.
So we're going to see the replay of this.
Here we go.
Tyler Mitchell catch.
Meanwhile, we're lining up here on first down.
First down from the 24.
Shovel pass to the back and just gets crushed.
Number 14, Garrett Apps. Well, he really came with the thunder on that tackle.
And that's a loss of 7. I'll tell you what, I think I might put that play right back in the closet.
Throw that in the trash can.
Yeah, I think you want to throw that one away.
I would say that didn't look like it had any chance. But maybe it was just that they read it properly, too. So we got second down.
4 receivers here, 3 on the near side.
Pressure up the middle, 2nd and 16. Completed.
And completed to Justin Roy again.
There's Justin Roy, that tight end, or H-back.
He's a big target. I think he's, listed at 6'3", 250. Big boy.
6'3", 250. That's a big kid, Justin Roy.
Now we got 3rd down and 9 from the 25.
3:02 here left in the first half, so second quarter. I think they're going to let the clock run down here on 3rd and 9.
It kind of looks like they're using the whole play clock, yeah. And obvious reason is in case they don't get it, they might have to punt, and you don't want to give West De Pere any more time than what they need. 3rd and 9.
You got stack formation to the right of Kavanaugh.
And this one's going to go to the left, but it's not going for much.
Another loss.
That's
I think a 1-yard loss there.
Juan Randall. It's going to be 4th and 10, obvious punting situation.
And Braylon Stiegel, one of the captains of West De Pere, with a big tackle. Stiegel, one of their big linebackers and
number 11,
key player.
Senior.
So, yep, Cardinals have to punt here. That was good defensive series for West De Pere. Good tackle there. I mean,
yeah, they just never got in sync on offense on that. Of course, you're starting the possession with a penalty that backs you up to the 14. The odds are against you.
So West De Pere probably going to get good field position here.
There's a punt. It's a solid punt. Fields it at the 35. Here's the return. He gets about 10 yards. And he's corralled by, who is that? Is that Marchese?
It might have been Jack Ireland, number 0.
6.
No, it
Or
was,
was it not Ireland?
16.
Mason Campbell.
Mason Campbell.
Okay.
We're learning guys' names with numbers. And, it's the first game of the season.
That's right. We're learning too. And there's no preseason games. There's no none of that. So all you have to go by is the roster that they give us, right? And learn the guys each year.
So Andrew Grayson in shotgun here for West De Pere. And he's looking deep.
He's got him. He overthrows him by about 3 yards.
Now he had 3, he basically had about 3 yards on the defender.
Yeah, Chase Kerrigan was open. He missed Chase Kerrigan there. Kerrigan would have been in for 6.
He was wide open.
If that was caught.
He had 3 or 4 steps on this guy.
It's one of the few mistakes here that Grayson's had in the first half, huh?
Yeah, we haven't seen many of those misses. Grayson here in shotgun again. He might take another shot.
He's going to throw. He's got 9.
Got a receiver that time.
And that's
Colton Newens.
He's another senior.
Just running between the zones that time.
He caught it right in between the zones. They made it look easy on that.
Okay, we got cover 2 look here now by East.
He's got
a lot of time.
And that one's overthrown. Looking for 88 again. That's Chase Kerrigan.
I think Kerrigan would have caught it if he didn't fall. I mean, he fell over on that route. Slipped on the route.
Can't be the turf. The conditions are beautiful tonight. It's like we said, started game time temperatures around 72 degrees. There's no rain, and the turf should be in great shape. So here we go, 2nd down and 10 from the 39.
And Grayson gonna
he's
take
got
a deep
little bit of
shot.
time. He's going to go deep.
He's got
Yep.
Dietrich a touchdown right down the middle, about a 40-yard TD pass.
And guess who caught that one?
Parker Dietrich,
Parker Dietrich.
and that's catch at least 8 for my count. It might have been not catch 9 for Dietrich.
Yeah, I've got him unofficially at 8, but
He's a one-man wrecking crew. Jeez.
is he your leading candidate for Mark Madness Player of the Game so
Definitely
far?
right now, yeah, for sure.
Greason sure looks good back there. He's
Yeah.
poised. I mean, he's just flinging it kind of like it's almost like a flick.
Yeah.
So Grayson certainly in the mix too for player of the game.
It just looks so natural for him.
It does.
You know,
We'll try to get some stats here at halftime, but we'll see what we can do if we can get some numbers for both sides.
But that was a really well-run play. Just Dietrich was wide open down the middle of the field, and Grayson hit him with ease for a touchdown.
So the first lead of the game comes with 1:19 left in the first half. First lead for West De Pere at 14-10. So does this change anything now with when you're east? Now that you're down, do you change anything here to end the half, or you just kind of run your same game plan?
I think if you can get a quick first down, if you get a good kick return, a quick first down, then you run your 2-minute offense here and try to go for a field goal. I mean, I don't think you take a knee. I don't think you just walk in the locker room.
No.
But if you start off poorly, like you did the last series, and you might as well just take a knee and walk out of here and come back.
Do you think Carter Cavanaugh needs to be the quarterback on this drive? I think he does.
I would opt with the senior in this kind of a situation, running like a 2-minute drill like that. I take the experience.
Take the experience guy, huh?
What would you do, Steve?
Well, I guess it's tough. Like I said, it's that old dilemma. Do you go with the experience, or do you go with the younger guy that can throw it a little bit more? I guess maybe go with the senior.
It'll be interesting
Here's the
what they
kick return.
decide.
Let's see.
Oh,
There's a
nice return by Matthews.
Makes the guy miss, and he's out to the 36. Now, I will say this. I've been impressed with Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie East always seems to have good kickers. And West, too, has had some good kickers. So Sun Prairie generates good kickers. And so if you can get even maybe, say, to the 30 or 35-yard line, you're in field goal range, I would say.
Yeah,
Well, we saw the leg of Coots. Coots has got a big leg.
Coots has
Jamison
got a leg.
Coots has got a big leg.
He's got 50 yards in him, I would say.
his 35 would have been probably good from 55.
Yep. So just got to move it about 30, 40 yards and get in that range. And who is out there?
Braylon
They're
Peterson.
going
So you
with
guys
Braylon?
were right. You guys were right with the senior.
They're gonna let the senior do it. He just got about 1 yard there.
I'm not sure what happened with what that play call was. I mean,
I don't think that's a play call you want with
you don't have
1:19
time
left
for
in the
that.
half.
That might have been a bad read by Peterson.
That just didn't seem like the play that
Yeah,
you want to run there.
A lot of offenses these days are predicated on the quarterback making a read, right?
Okay,
So
they're just gonna concede here. I think at the pace they're going
I
at.
think they're just content to go in down 14-10. You think, Todd?
Yeah, they just don't want to give the ball back to West De Pere.
If they run it here, that'd be another sign. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indication. They're just.
Yeah, they're conceding now. There's no
That's
doubt.
Tyler Mitchell with the gain of, we'll give him 2 on that, but that's going to be it for the first half.
Yep.
Now, would De Pere maybe call a timeout here? I think if I'm the De Pere coach, I call a timeout for sure.
Yeah, I think I would.
Boy,
They're not doing it, but
I
I
mean,
would.
on 3rd and 7, but they're just going to let them run the clock down. So here we go, 3rd down. This will probably.
They're not gonna. This is a no snap. This
Both
is gonna
sides
be
are
it.
just wanting to get into
Yep.
that locker room.
Yep.
Yep.
This is it. 2-1, and that's the end of the first half. With your score, West De Pere Phantoms 14 and Sun Prairie East Cardinals 10 as we head to the break.
Well, overall, a good half for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. I mean, to be only down 4 to a team that was a Division II state champion last year, a team that I thought could put up a lot of points, I think this was a successful half overall.
Well, I would say that they started out like gangbusters, and I think West De Pere started to make some adjustments and just kind of the Cardinal offense just went into a deep freeze in the second quarter and just could not seem to generate any positive yardage series after series. I think West De Pere's made the adjustments. They figured out East, and I would think I would buckle up for the second half because I think like West De Pere is going to come out and they're going to be really explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen West De Pere's best yet.
No, and I think we have seen Sun Prairie through the best they had at them, and it's just not going to be enough, you know.
Well, what I've seen is Sun Prairie East is kind of relying on the big plays. You know, they've had some big plays, got them in the end zone. They got the 79-yard run there. Whereas I feel like West De Pere has kind of moved the ball a little bit more consistently, but mostly with their passing attack. But I'm just kind of going through the scores again from last year, and I think the lowest number of points, well, they were held to 28 in the state championship game, but in the regular season and before that, it looks like 35 was their lowest point total. 33 was their lowest point total. So if you do the math on this and say two halves of 14 would be 28. So you got to hand it to the Sun Prairie defense, right? On keeping them, as you were saying, partner, that holding them to 14 points is commendable effort, right?
Yeah, I think you got to be pleased with it for sure.
And they really, I should say that they've given up one big play. That was the one to Acevedo Ortiz when he broke free. But other than that, you know, they've kind of limited the big plays. And now the Sun Prairie dance team coming out. They got the interesting neon colors out there, the pink and neon yellow green.
That's an interesting color scheme with their black outfits.
Yeah, the pink and
there we go.
Yellow pom-poms.
A lot of girls on the squad this year, though.
Yeah, there are.
Looks like probably about 25 or so.
So, Marcus, what are your keys to the second half here?
Well, I think for Sun Prairie East, I think it's stopping the big plays of the West De Pere offense. I think it's going to be huge. I think the secondary is going to continue to be tested for Sun Prairie East, so they got to continue to stay strong in the secondary. Like I say, try to prevent as much as you can those big plays of West De Pere.
Yeah.
Then I think for West De Pere, I think offensively, I think you need to get more big plays. I think they can definitely create more big plays than what they were able to in the first half. So I'd say those are kind of some big things I see.
I've got a key here, too. So Sun Prairie East got the opening kickoff, so that means West De Pere is going to get the second half kickoff. Mm-hmm. This first drive, I think, is going to be critical because if looking at the two different extremes, if West De Pere goes down and marches it in for a touchdown, now there's a ton of momentum, 21-10. We know how explosive they are. We know about their quarterback, coach's first game, and all those things. So then that would obviously be a tough hurdle for Sun Prairie to bounce back from. However, if East can stop them, get the ball, and maybe move it and stuff, it's kind of like we're in for a four-quarter war here, and that would send a message that they're ready to go. So I think that I'm going to be keeping a really close eye on what they do in the first drive here for the fans.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be gut check time for the Cardinals here coming out of the locker room, and it's could very easily be the game on that first drive.
Yeah,
if they score again and they go up 21-10, it's going to be awfully tough.
I don't see Sun Prairie East coming back from 21-10.
No.
So that just puts the pressure then on this first drive, but who knows? You stop them, Sun Prairie East goes in and scores, then that's a whole different ball game then. So
I mean, I even think you take a field goal. I don't think you mind giving up a field goal even, as long as it's no worse than 17-10.
All right, so it's halftime here, and we're going to take a quick break here. We'll still have the camera footage here of the field, as it looks like we've got now the other dance team is on the squad. So enjoy the sights here, and we'll be back with you here in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half. 14-10, West De Pere at the half.
All right, well, we're back here on
We are back.
Sun Prairie East Cardinal football here. We're about to start the second half, and I'll thank our sponsors before we get to the second half. So thank you to the Bank of Sun Prairie and also Sun Prairie Utilities for being sponsors here of Sun Prairie Media Center coverage of Sun Prairie Cardinal football. But West De Pere will be getting the ball here to start the second half. I'm assuming they did win the coin flip. And deferred is my guess. I don't. We don't have definitive proof either way of that, but that's just my guess.
A lot of times they do that coin flip about 5 or 10 minutes before the game.
Yeah.
And they're all sorting it all out, but it's not like the NFL where you've got the live mics and
right.
you see the ref. They're all maybe we need to put a camera out there.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have a camera to follow the coin flip. But it looks like Jamison Coots is going to kick it off for the Cardinals.
He's got a heck of a leg there.
He does.
He is, like I said, he's a junior kicker, so another year from him. But it seems like Sun Prairie always has good kickers. Would you guys kind of agree with that?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of really good ones. Obviously, Brady Mellon was excellent just this last year, and obviously walk-on at Wisconsin. So, he would be one of the best ones,
we'll
I
have
would
to
say.
Follow him and track, how his progress comes along.
Yeah.
In the Big Ten Conference there with the Badgers.
I agree. Yeah, Mellon was a phenomenal kicker.
Well, here we go. This is that pivotal first drive of the second half that we talked about, and we are underway. He gets a good boot into the end zone, and our rules expert, it's dead.
That is a dead ball touchback. Yep. Yes, sir.
It's not like the NFL where you can, or college where you can bring it out.
You can't choose to run that out. You just take it at the 20. But for Sun Prairie, that's a huge win because now you don't have to risk a huge return.
A huge return,
right?
And plus they start with relatively, with not good field position on
right.
only the 20-yard line.
So you don't risk giving up the momentum on a return.
All right, so out of the shotgun again, no huddle. Here's a run up the middle. It's going to go for
tough hit.
Took a big hit there.
Can hear it up here.
Parker Galland, who's been the lead back so far for West De Pere.
And it looks like he got a gain of about 6, no huddle.
That's
shotgun.
What you want on first down.
2nd and 4 for the Phantoms. He's going to run, and that one's stopped immediately by, who's that defensive tackle?
I see number 3.
Number 3.
Justin Roy.
And
Justin Roy.
And also 80 was in there.
Yep.
Which is Javion Sanders. So it's going to be a quick pivotal play here. 3rd down and about 3. 3rd and 4, the scoreboard says.
So 3rd medium.
Grayson, they're going to fake a handoff and throw it over the middle and complete.
Nice coverage by Braden Johnson.
Now you got a heck of a decision,
yeah,
guys.
now what do you do?
This is a team that does not like to kick or punt.
You got to punt. To me, you got to punt.
You really have to here. And
yep, it looks like that's the punt team coming on here. Big stop. Bam. Right that 3 and out.
3 and out.
3 and out for West De Pere.
Exactly the start Sun Prairie East needed defensively.
Yeah, they're going to. That drive lasted. Right now, it's only been 50 seconds, unless there's a fake or something in the cards. But I wouldn't bank on that. Here we go. It's 4th and 4.
And the quarterback, also the punter, Grayson.
That's Grayson as the punter.
Yeah, Andrew
his brother.
Grayson. And his brother punted, too.
There's a nice return.
Oh, huge return for Sun Prairie.
Kevin Packard up the line. He's going to go inside the 15.
A great return by Kevin Packard.
Return.
Kevin Packard, the
and
third.
This game has just completely shifted.
Wow, amazing return by Kevin Packard there. Some shifty moves. Gets it all the way to the West De Pere 12, I think.
Yep.
Down to the 12-yard line.
All right,
Great
here's
return by Kevin Packard.
here's Sun Prairie's East chance to get back into this football game. Even though it's 14-10, you feel like the gap is much larger after the way that the Cardinals ended the first half. So if they can punch it in here, that'd be huge.
Yeah, it would be really big if
And
they
it
could
looks
get
like
the lead.
Braylon Peterson is going to be the quarterback under center. There's a little run. And
Tyler Mitchell, they were ready for that run.
Yeah, got strung out.
he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Nolan Brooks
No
and
gain.
Braylon Stiegel in on the tackle for West De Pere.
Guys, looking at stats from last year, Braylon Stiegel, the linebacker, he was their leading tackler on last year's, great team that we talked about. He had 104 total tackles, 61 and 10 tackles for loss and 2.5 sacks. So he was a huge. Braylon Stiegel was a huge performer on last year's state championship winning team.
And I could see him tonight. Tonight he's made a lot of big tackles and plays for the West De
for
Pere
sure.
defense.
He's like the key to their defense.
Yeah,
right?
he is.
2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. There's Peterson with a little bit
Scott,
of time.
I thought he
Lost
had
it to the
Packard,
back.
but
There's a little contact there, but what do you think, our official here? Would you call pass interference on that or no? Looked like
No,
maybe
I
more.
didn't see any interference on that.
Okay.
Peterson's out now. Carter Kavanaugh's coming in, so look for another pass to the end zone.
3rd and 10 here. Carter Kavanaugh
Oh.
in a quarterback.
Now, we haven't seen this yet where they switched them in mid-possession, have we? It's always been one guy taking the entire possession.
Yeah,
So they're going to go with Kavanaugh with 3rd and 10 from the 13.
Kavanaugh
Lost it.
taking a
And
shot.
Fade.
Guy down. More contact.
number 13 was knocked to the
Johnson.
ground.
Braden Johnson, yeah, one of the captains. And he did hit the turf, but I'm not sure. I'd have to see a replay on
Yeah,
whether or
I
not,
was interested if he just slipped. He must have just slipped because there was no
Or-
flag. It was right in front of the official.
or incidental contact type of thing.
Yeah.
They're both kind of battling. And so it's time for a field goal. Now, they didn't move it at all.
No.
In fact, they moved it. They lost a yard.
Yeah, lost the yard.
Three
So
plays and nothing. So now it's time for a field goal. This will be a 30-yard attempt from close to the center of the field. And here's the snap. The kick is up and
good for
True
Jamison
to
Coots.
Good.
Jamison Coots is looking good here.
Yeah, 2
And
for
that,
2.
That cuts it down to a 1-point game.
You really would have loved to punch that in for 6, though. I mean,
Yeah.
really would have liked it.
They took 2 shots at it. You notice how 2nd down they went to the left side of the end zone, the left corner, and then on 3rd down they went to the right
Yeah.
corner. But in both cases, there was a little bit of contact, but nothing probably that warranted a penalty. So we're now 14-13, 9:41. Our clock here. Nope, we're working on here. But anyway, we'll try to give you updates here regularly on how much time is left. Right now, 9:41 left in the 3rd quarter. And the score is 14-13 West De Pere. Now, partner, this is a little bit different score than what you had predicted here on the air earlier.
It's a lot different than
So,
I predicted.
I'm thinking overall, from what I've seen, I mean, there's still a whole half to go, but pretty good news for the Sun Prairie East team as they start the 2026 season.
Well, as you said, Steve, it's like the first possession here was going to be huge
Yeah.
to determine like who still wants it, who's going to put this away. I mean, Sun Prairie East could have gone down for the count very easily, but they responded with that huge 3-and-out stop.
And got points. Yep.
Yep, and then the huge punt return. Sure would have
Right.
liked to get 6 out of that, though.
Yeah, Kevin Packard having a heck of a game here tonight. And here's the kick, and this one's going to go down to about the 2-yard line.
And Dietrich with the return, and this could be a pretty big return for Dietrich.
He got it about the 33-yard line, 32 or 33. So good kickoff, nice return, but the Phantoms will take over for the second possession here in the second half.
We got to keep slowing down this high-powered offense of West De Pere, though. I mean, just feels like at some point Grayson could get a big pass play.
And we know they need to keep, close tabs on Parker Dietrich, number 16.
Yeah.
He's already
Dietrich.
got eight
Okay.
or 9 catches.
2 high safeties here now.
A little run up the right side over the right guard, and he's going to get about 4.
Solid run by Cooper Chabot, number 30.
So it's looking like Sun Prairie East is just trying to force West De Pere into running the ball. I mean, now you've got 2 safeties back deep. Before they were in the first half, it was just single high.
2nd and 5 here for West De Pere.
He's going
And he's going to take a shot.
He's covered.
And
Oh,
nice
what a
play.
catch!
Number 88, Chase Kerrigan. the
Wow.
5'10" senior boy. Talk about playing the ball well, because that was basically, it looked like thrown up for grabs, right? And
Yep.
both the offense, the D-back, as well as the receiver both had a shot at it.
And it was a rare underthrow by Greason, and he just adjusted.
Another quick throw.
Ooh, got to make that
That's a
tackle.
missed tackle.
There's a
And might be
flag. I'm not sure who this one's going to be on. It came from the
that might be a face mask on Sun Prairie East. This flag, I don't know. Might be.
ref on the inside part of the field. Now he's discussing it with the head referee.
I'm kind of thinking it's on Sun Prairie East, whatever the penalty is. We'll see.
Looks like the play itself got about 7 yards, but now we'll see if it's going further than that or coming back. Still discussing.
Yeah, it's definitely a discussion here.
Could be one of those where they pick it up, too. Now we'll go to Todd, our officials expert. What's the time you pick up a flag? What's a common time? I know you
Well,
see it.
if there's a misinterpretation of the rules, or other officials are like, I didn't have what you had, and there's a conference like this, and there's a general consensus that the penalty didn't really occur, but that's pretty rare. And we're going to get the call here.
Yep. It was what I thought, Todd. 'Cause I thought there was a face mask.
They are. I'm surprised that it took that many deliberations. That's a big penalty, too. 15 yards and an automatic first down. And, boy, that's but usually, you know, it's. I think a face mask is pretty clear cut. Either
Yeah.
you did it
Yeah.
or you didn't do it.
Yeah.
But there they were
Well,
deliberating. And
not always. Sometimes it's open to interpretation. If you get
I
that
see.
hand in the face mask, it depends
little
on a judgment. Can be a judgment on whether it's a 5 or 15.
first down from the 14-yard line. Here's Grayson. He's going to throw to the corner, and just good coverage there by number 16.
Yeah.
Mason Campbell had him good coverage. There was just a little sliver of a window for, there's Darian Acevedo Ortiz. On a perfectly thrown ball, he could have probably caught that
Yeah.
one, but it was good coverage.
Just slightly overthrown by Grayson. Slightly. Not
Yep.
much.
He didn't have much of a window there, did he?
Those fades are tough to hit in high school. I mean, that's a high-level pass.
It's a high-level throw. Second down, they're going to throw it again this time.
Grayson, pretty good throw there. Good
And-
coverage, too, by Johnson.
He was stumbling, and it wasn't a pretty route run by
No.
number 9.
No.
Colton Newens. It looked like he kind of got tangled up, and then he lost his feet. So, going to be now 3rd and 10. And they're subbing in 88, who's been a Chase Kerrigan. He's had several targets tonight.
Boy, that face mask was a huge penalty.
is
Huge
big.
penalty.
Now, looking ahead of play, if they don't get anything here, it'd be interesting to see what they do, huh? Would they go
Yeah.
for it on 4th and 10?
Yeah.
Or would they try a field goal? Let's see. But we'll see what happens here. 3rd and 10 from the 14.
And Grayson
He's got him.
got on the
There's a
scene.
touchdown.
Ortiz and touchdown.
Perfectly thrown ball. Nice route to the outside. Nice little
That's
fade.
like a back shoulder, Aaron Rodgers.
Back shoulder.
Number 3. Is that Acevedo again?
Yep, Acevedo Ortiz.
Yeah.
He's had 2 touchdowns now.
That was a really pretty, executed really, really well. Perfectly placed ball by Greason, and you wouldn't expect anything less.
So here comes the extra point. And it's number
Maverick Lore, the kicker, number 18.
He's a senior, and we'll see if he gets the extra point. It's a big one because it's a 7-point lead right now.
Yeah, it was good.
Got it. So it's an 8-point lead, 21-13 with 8:25 left in the third quarter. So this number 3, Darian Acevedo Ortiz, is he creeping into the conversation of Mark Madness Player of the Game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think absolutely. He's definitely in the mix.
You got to consider the quarterback, and you got to consider Parker Dietrich. There's a lot of names out there.
Yeah, there's three players that I think are in the mix right now.
How about on the Sun Prairie East side? Kevin Packard.
Yeah, Kevin Packard's definitely one.
Jumps out to me as having a good game so far.
Easton McNary's done a lot of nice things.
Including on defense. And, of course, Braylon had the 80-yard run. Braylon he's going to have 100 yards rushing. So
it's true.
So there's a 100-yard rusher there. So,
but probably Kevin Packard the third would be the front runner, I think, right now for Sun Prairie East.
Yep.
But still in this game, Sun Prairie East, I mean, now a 21-13 deficit. I mean, now they do have some work to do. They're down 8 here with 8:25 here in the third quarter. I mean, still have a lot of second half left, but Sun Prairie East has to get their offense going here. I think they got to respond with a touchdown.
Last year, Braylon Peterson, he connected on just over 60% of his passes, 1,204 yards, and 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So we'll have to see how his numbers compare this year. As we mentioned, he's kind of more of the running option, but also throws it some. So here's the kickoff. It's very short, and East will take it at the 15. And it's going to be about a 5 or 10 yard return. That is number 19, Taylor Matthews on the return. So they're going to start at kind of default field position. By that I mean you're not too deep in your territory, but it's not great field position, right at the 25.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there by West De Pere on that kick coverage. So Sun Prairie East here at their own 25. Carter Kavanaugh is going to be the quarterback for this possession, at least to start the possession in shotgun. And Tyler Mitchell to his left.
There's a quick screen.
Going to go to Packard.
And there is nothing there.
Man, I wonder.
As in negative yardage.
I wish we had a statistician, because I wonder what their total yardage is on offense, because it's got to be. It can't be much positive yardage at this point. They've just been going backwards.
How about this? Take away the 80-yard run by Braylon. Then I wonder
right. How many yards have they lost?
Quite a few. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. Without that run, it would not be good.
Oh, that's a false start.
That's a false start here on the right side on Marchese.
Sloppy start to this possession.
It looked like, not to single him out, I think 17, I think maybe Kevin also jumped a little bit. A couple guys on the right side on a hard count.
Well, you've got
that'll set him back.
Sophomore quarterback in there who maybe could be a little, tentative with his cadence, and the receivers aren't on the way outside, are not able to hear him.
That's a good point. When you're working with two quarterbacks, they both have different cadences and tendencies. But boy, now look at this. Behind the sticks again. Second down and 17.
I mean, now the Cardinals are just beating themselves.
Back to pass. Little screen. And it's going to go for some positive yardage, but only about 3.
Still third and really
Tyler
long
Mitchell. Here. Almost similar to it was just a little screen, similar to almost like a running play.
Yeah.
But it's going to be third down and about 15.
So often the Cardinals are in third and long situations, and it's impossible to convert, and it's happening again and again and again. The offense is really in a deep freeze.
Third and long, Kavanaugh at quarterback.
Blitz coming.
Let's see how many they send. Pressure up the middle. He's going to throw it to the outside.
Wide open.
Wide open. It's going to be a first down. That one worked great.
That was a nice play.
That's Braden Johnson on the reception. And Kavanaugh got rid of it right away, which was good because there was some pressure, some heat coming from up the middle.
I'm sure Carter sensed that probably and is got it out.
That's huge, getting that first down. I think a 3-and-out there would have been.
That was a huge
That would have
play.
been a killer. I mean, that would have been a killer, a 3-and-out. So.
And for Johnson to get up the field on just a 3-step drop.
There's a nice run.
Yeah.
He's going to go for about 15 yards, and that's Tyler Mitchell. He's kind of the money back this year, isn't he?
Tyler Mitchell's definitely looking like the lead back for Sun Prairie East, and they're now into West De Pere territory at the West De Pere 43-yard line.
I don't think there's any doubt that the top two ball carriers this year are going to be Tyler Mitchell and Braylon Peterson.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're right, number 8 and number 9.
You know, one name we haven't called is Antonio Graves.
Yeah, we haven't heard it. We haven't called Antonio Graves yet, the number. So, yeah, that's interesting. We haven't seen Graves really much at all.
Here we go, first down from the 43-yard line. Handed off. There's Mitchell again, and some good positive yardage. Hard to argue with that. He got a gain of about 4 or 5. We'll call it 4. 2nd and 6.
I like Mitchell as a back. He's fast, shifty.
Yep. He's getting a little breather now, though. I think nothing serious, but, you got hit there pretty good.
And we have an injured Cardinal, and that might be number 72.
Same as before.
Yep, Joseph Mekshun.
I'm betting he's cramping up, is my guess.
Jacob Mekshun. This is the second time he's been down, but also I saw him kind of limping a little bit after a couple plays too.
Would be a big loss, one of the 3 team captains. So
I think he's going to be okay. I think that's just a cramp issue. I think he'll be back.
You really see that in these August games.
Yeah.
The first couple games of the year.
The freshman game tonight, there were kids that were out of breath after the first quarter, just sucking wind, and then you start seeing cramps happening across both teams in the third quarter. It's just they're just not ready to play in game speed for prolonged periods of time yet.
I remember the opener for Sun Prairie West. I think it was the first year or two of the school, and the first game was in the 80s, and there were guys just. I think a few people even puked on the field because they were just not maybe quite ready for it.
I've seen that happen.
The turf gets the main point being in August, you never know what with the cramps and sometimes you're not quite in full game shape either.
Hopefully Joseph Mekshun is okay. I mean, I think it is just a cramping situation. Cardinals have to hope it's just a cramping situation, but I think it is.
Sure.
It's warmer night, so.
We got a replay coming up here of.
All right. There's a timeout on the field, so.
Replay of.
Okay. Here comes a replay, so. Let's see what happened here on this last play, and then maybe we can also watch for Mekshun and kind of see what happened. There's the screen pass out to Mitchell.
They just didn't get on their blocks.
Yeah.
He might have taken a little shot to the knee potentially, like by a block. But 5:54 here left in the third quarter.
We're working some replays in this year, just like the players, here up at the booth. We're working on some new parts of our offense, right? We're trying it out. So here we go, 2nd down and 6. Kavanaugh still in at quarterback. He's going to fake. Now he's going to throw, and it's picked off.
It's intercepted.
Yeah.
That was batted, and that's our
number 0. Cooper Borowitz, who is a captain. For the senior captain for.
Is that our first turnover of the game, guys? I think
it is.
I think
yeah,
so
it's first turnover.
There's the first one.
So we see this. I don't think Carter Kavanaugh saw the safety was going to be there. He's like, Russell had that guy beat, but the safety was just there, and he didn't anticipate the safety coming over, and I think that's the lack of experience.
Yep. I didn't catch the number either, but a credit goes to the guy that deflected it. A guy tapped it, and then, of course, number 0, the captain, intercepted it. Here's Grayson on the little slant in. It's going to go for about 10.
Yep.
Might even move the chains, and let's see what the ref
slow
says.
to get up.
Yep. They're going to move the chains, and he's
number 88
banged up.
Chase Kerrigan. So Chase Kerrigan a little banged up for the West De Pere Phantoms.
So Sun Prairie had an injury 2 plays ago, and now we got a West De Pere guy.
This is a huge possession for Sun Prairie East. They gotta keep West De Pere out of the end zone. They cannot allow a touchdown here. Because you get down 2 possessions, if you get down 28-13 to West De Pere,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah,
so.
8 is manageable right now because you also have the 2-point conversion. And good news, Chase Kerrigan's up and walking off on walking gingerly, but on his own power. So hopefully he'll get his wind back and come back in the game here shortly.
Yeah, you can't be down any more than 11 to me. I think if you're down any more than 11, I just don't think you can come back.
Yeah, if they get in a 2-possession game, it's over.
Little shout out here again to West De Pere. We're looking across the stands, and they brought a lot of people. And for those of you that aren't familiar, I think most of you are, West De Pere is right by Green Bay, so not far from Lambeau Field. So, a couple hours from here. But they brought a lot of people, a lot of Phantom fans here. There's a
and Dietrich
quick
again.
pass, and that's going to be another 10 yards.
They are just really targeting number 24, Adrian Bliss-Purdue. They're going right at him.
It's not a first down, though, so we're going to give them 9 yards on that, and it's going to be 2nd and 1. But as an offensive coordinator, these are the plays you love to call because everything in the playbook is wide open on 2nd and 1.
Yep.
You could run it. You could throw it deep. There's a run right up the
There's
middle.
a big
Couple
run
of
by
missed tackles, and now he goes down at the 35.
Cooper Chabot with a big run there for West
Mason
De Pere.
Campbell finally saddled him down, but that was after a 20-yard gain.
Well, now they're to the Cardinal 35, so getting closer to the red zone is West De Pere.
No huddle, and Grayson's got him lined up. Trips to your left. And he's going to fake and throw it
deep
down
ball.
the left side.
Oh, that's a push-off.
Probably a push-off.
That's an OPI. That is an OPI all day long.
Touchdown.
And Trevor Butterfield gets away with it, but
he's only
that
a
is
sophomore,
an OPI.
and our official in the booth here, Todd, I saw it too.
It doesn't get more obvious than that. He just shoved the defender back to create space. You can't do that.
He only had a little bit of space, but then he shoved off and created a whole bunch. So I would say that the coaches are not going to be happy when they see that one in the film.
He basically stiff-armed the cornerback.
Yep. But it's going to count. And here is the point after by number 18, Maverick Lohr, the senior. This will be, it's 27 to 13. Now 28 to 13. It's good. And we got 4:30 left in the third quarter, and it's now 28 to 13. Big play there. If you're West De Pere, the kid just did what he needed to do, but you would probably think that was draw penalty.
It was still a nice throw by Greason for sure, and it's just.
John, do you have a replay on that?
Yeah, nice throw by Greason for sure. And now that gives West De Pere a 28-13 lead, 15-point lead with 4:30 left in the third quarter.
East is in real trouble now. Real trouble.
Yeah, they got their backs fully against the wall now.
4:30 left in the third quarter. So I would say you need points on this drive, would you agree?
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, it's a must.
You're down by 15, but also just to stop the momentum.
Yeah.
Kind of turn things around.
Ideally, you want to get a gigantic return here. Should take a moment to thank our sponsors here.
So Bank of Sun Prairie, thank you to them, and also Sun Prairie Utilities.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you to both
those
two sponsors for Sun Prairie Media Center coverage and Sun Prairie Cardinal football.
Try to think of about once a quarter, right, guys?
yeah, about once a quarter.
They make this all possible with their financial support here of the K-Sun broadcast. Whether you're listening on the radio or you're watching on K-Sun TV. Here is the boot, and it's going to be deep. Oh, he's got it on the 1 yard line. He's going to take it out. Here's Kevin Packard, and he's got a lot of pursuers. He's going to get only to about the 14 or 15 yard line.
Yeah, about 15. Sun Prairie, 15 yard line.
I'd say 5. I want to get out of here.
So we got 4:20 left here in the third quarter, and now Sun Prairie East trailing 28-13. So they got a 15-point deficit
5
to
minutes
overcome.
and we're out.
So here we go. Who's at quarterback? They're going back to Braylon.
So Braylon Peterson, yeah.
Braylon Peterson, they're starting only on the 15-yard line, and he's going to be not in the shotgun. He's going under center. Here's a handoff, and it's going to be to number 1, Juan Randall, and he gets, I would say, negative yardage.
okay, you've got to start throwing the football here, but they are just locked into this Carter Cavanaugh, Braylon Peterson alternating series. But you've got to start getting the ball down the field here.
I think they got to start trusting Braylon Peterson if they're
Yes.
going to do this to throw it a little bit.
Yes.
They're
Or if you absolutely don't, put in Cavanaugh.
Yeah, I agree.
That was exactly a gain of 0, so it's 2nd and 10. And they're looking to the sideline to get the play call. Now they're going shotgun. First play, it was under center. Peterson barks out the signals, man in motion.
A 3-receiver set. And
Oh.
another one
Hand
that's
off.
going to just get
Okay.
demolished.
And that one, ball
Braylon Stiegel in with the tackle, and he was ready for that. He read that play.
What did I tell
Linebacker
you-
blitz.
What did I tell you about Brandon Stiegel? He can play pretty
Yeah,
good, can he?
leading tackler and had over 100 tackles last year,
Oh,
104
that state
total.
championship team, yeah. But that's a loss of, how many did they lose there? About 4?
4 or 5.
So 3rd and 14 behind the chains. We should be keeping stats on how many possessions where they've been behind the chains.
It's been a lot.
3rd and long. Here we go. He's got a little bit of time completed. Not quite enough. He gets about, we're going to give him a gain of about 8 on that. So it's going to be 4th and
4th and about 6.
4th and about.
And
4th and
East
5.
will punt.
They kind of have to punt here.
You know, you
What do
gotta.
think? Because if you didn't get the first down, then it's almost like then the game's over. So
Okay,
try to punt and hold them here. Maybe create a turnover.
the O-line is just getting blown up.
There's the punt, and
Good
it's
punt by Carter Nelson.
decent punt by Carter, and he fair catches it. So they're going to start on the 47-yard line of their own 47. 2:14 left in the 3rd quarter. The score is 28-13 West De Pere.
Well, if getting a stop last time wasn't a must, it's really a must here. You absolutely got to
Yeah, they got
not
to
give
slow
up
them down.
a touchdown here.
I'm just, that OPI, I'm just, it doesn't get more blatant.
Especially
It does not get more blatant than that. And
you being an official too. It's really got to drive
I
you
mean,
nuts.
it's right in front of him. It's like he just stiff arm. Ugh.
Here we go. Grayson back in the shotgun, hands it off, and it's going to go for some
gonna be a good
significant
run.
yardage. That's,
Cooper Chabot with about a 12-yard gain.
he's only a sophomore, and he's 5'11" sophomore. Cooper Chabot.
He's had 2 good runs already, Chabot.
Yeah. First down and 10, and they're now in Sun Prairie territory on the 42. So the Cardinals trying to not let this one get away from them here on this drive. He's going to throw a quick
Good
out.
pass by Grayson there to Newens, Colton Newens.
Colton Newens. Tell you what, Parker Dietrich, we haven't called his name in a little while, so
No.
maybe they are locking in on him a little bit more. And
Looks like they're putting Braden Johnson, their team captain, on him more now for Dietrich.
there's a handoff and
And
another
big
run.
gain for Chabot.
Yeah,
Chabot.
the defensive line is getting tired. They're just getting blown off the ball right now. And West De Pere is doing whatever they want.
They're on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 with 1:36 left in the 3rd quarter. There's Chabot again. This one's not going to be quite as successful. He got
Nope.
about 2 yards there. So we're down to 1:24 in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 9. Still no huddle. They haven't huddled the whole game, have they?
It's been very
Nope.
up-tempo. And
Hardly
yeah.
either team, really.
They're gonna
Grayson
take a
goes
shot.
up top, and they're going
Yep.
to. Oh, boy. This one
There you
might
get
not-
Ardon Bliss Purdue for PI.
Hard to argue that one. I mean, he was like tied up with his ankles and kind of basically tripped. And, you know, I feel for Purdue.
Yeah, Ardon
Bliss Purdue, I mean, he's got a tough assignment out there.
Yeah, they got tangled up and a little too much contact, so they're going to.
Better than giving up a
Pass interference.
touchdown, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
They really have been targeting him, Todd.
Yeah,
haven't they,
they're
for
really
Ardon
picking
Bliss
on him
Purdue?
a lot.
I guess there's
Oh, wait a minute.
offsetting penalties here.
There was an ineligible man downfield from
Right,
West De
so
Pere.
the penalties will
They'll offset
offset.
and they'll replay the down.
Yep.
I believe.
And Antonio Graves coming in. on defense. I haven't even really seen him play many defensive snaps tonight. So
Number 23?
Yeah, number 23, Antonio Graves in on defense.
So we're
playing
back to
linebacker.
2nd and 9, which is what we were at before. Now they're going to hand it off to
Oh, nicely played there by 16 and 59.
That was Parker Gallant that time. Gallant was.
That's a loss of about 2, so we're going to be at 3rd and long, 3rd and 11.
Mason Campbell was there.
3rd and 11, big play here. They're
Going to go 4 wide receivers, looks like.
I don't
Sad.
think they're in field goal range, so this is a
No.
big play. If the Cardinals can stop them here and the next 2 plays, get the ball back.
Grayson in shotgun. He's wanting to take a shot.
He's got a lot of time. He's going to throw
And he's
it out.
got Dietrich. And right at the chains.
There's Dietrich for
Yeah,
his
he'll move the chains. It's a first down.
That was a really nice play by Dietrich on a tough catch there with number Jack Ireland draped all over him. I'm not sure how Greason got it through there, but he did.
Now, Dietrich's only a junior, so he looks like an all-conference type player. What
Yeah.
you guys think?
Yeah, he does look like all kinds.
As well as Grayson.
Yeah, they both do.
There's a handoff up the middle, lots of room.
Touchdown.
Parker Gallant.
Oh, my gosh.
Kind of ran over him, but he's not going to get in, so they
Down to the 1 yard line.
it's going to be 1st and goal from the inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
That was a physical
Poor
run.
Jack Ireland's trying to face that running back coming downhill to the end zone.
And Parker Gallant is 6'1", 202. He's a big kid for running backs.
Ireland's
202.
5'7", 185, and that might be a little generous, but that's
Giving
not
up
what
some
you
weight.
want to see coming at you.
No, you don't want a 202-pound running back
Yeah.
running at you full speed.
Now that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to switch ends here. Now the refs have to run the ball 100 yards down to the other end of the field. Everybody's going to switch. So anyway, end of the 3rd quarter.
Look at that
score
ref
is-
go. He's in shape.
Look
Look at him. He's sprinting the
Yeah.
whole way.
Somebody get a watch on him. But
Getting
the
a good
score
run.
is West De Pere Phantoms 28, Sun Prairie's Cardinals 13, and we have the 4th quarter here. 12 minutes left in this contest.
Just
Thoughts here?
look at how many. Well, my first thought is West De Pere needed, looks like 4 Lamers coach buses to bring their whole team here.
Well,
Parked up in the line.
well, hold on. They have 100 guys
Yeah.
on varsity. And don't forget, we had a JV game before this.
And
I
then-
think there was another 50 kids on that JV
Then they
team.
got another cheeser there, probably for the freshmen. I wonder, they do have a JV team. They brought their whole program down, right? So,
I think so.
yeah.
And they brought half the town, too.
I mean, just look
I
at
mean,
all the students that are here, and school hasn't even started yet.
Here we go. They're on the 1 yard line.
Oh,
Ref's
stuffed.
gonna
Stop
stuff 'em.
Gallant on that first down play.
That was
Oh,
number
Or second. So yeah, Gallant got stopped. So it's actually going to be 3rd and goal, I think, here with 11:45 here in the 4th quarter.
Is it 2nd or 3rd down?
I think it's
I lost
3rd.
track
I
here.
think it's going to be 3rd
The
down.
sideline says 2nd.
No, that I believe it's now 2nd down because that play where Ireland got bowled over
Was the first
Oh,
became
yeah.
earned them a first down.
Yeah, I think maybe that's right. It's saying 2nd down. So.
Coach BK is calling a timeout here. It looks like, I mean, this obviously is a pivotal part of the game.
Yeah, this is a
And
huge,
I think-
huge moment.
Looks like, because if you're gonna have any chance to win this game, you got to stop them right here.
Yeah, you can't get down 35-13. You can't have that and expect to come back.
What was your prediction, Marcus? 38-14, I think you said?
I think 38-13.
38-13.
It may not be too far off. Maybe my
not
prediction will
be.
be pretty close after all, right?
We hope not.
Hopefully
right? If you're-
not, though.
if you're a
Hopefully
Sun Prairie
not.
Fan, but
Look for the inside slant route here, number 9, coming across on
yeah.
the far
You can
side.
see
That's
it.
a slant. No,
they're just
fade.
gonna hand it off right up the middle.
And it's a
And
run
it's a
play.
touchdown.
He's in.
There's
Yeah,
Parker Gallant.
Parker Gallant.
6'1", 202.
Now it's 34-13
6'1".
Phantoms.
We have 11:22 left in the game, 34-13, and now, it was. What was the halftime score again, guys? I'm forgetting.
14-10.
14-10,
West De Pere.
Yep.
So in the second half now it's been 21-3 as we make this.
Starting to become the score that I predicted.
Just a quick note from our director for those watching at home. It is the fourth quarter. We're 11:22 left in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yes.
Because
fourth
our
quarter.
screen text shows
says
third.
Yeah, we're working on that. We'll hopefully get the kinks worked out of that one by next
Now
game.
it's 35-13 lead
extra
for
point
West
is
De Pere. Yeah, extra point good for West De Pere.
So 22-point lead. If you're the Cardinals here, what are you thinking?
I think you got to go with Carter Kavanaugh now for a while because I think you got to start passing the football and getting.
Yeah.
I think we said it at the at halftime. They've been living on big plays, Sun Prairie East, but they haven't gotten any big plays in the second half. The highlight was when they stopped them right off the bat, on the first drive, and they went down and got that field goal. But since then, they've really been getting negative plays on almost every first.
Really, after the first quarter, the wheels kind of came off for the offense here. They haven't been able to generate anything consistently.
They only have
since
3
then.
points since the first quarter. So,
which is kind of
just play after play for loss. I'd love to see what the final stats are.
So who do you guys think has been more impressive? West De Pere's offense or defense?
I actually think the defense after the first quarter.
I was going to say the defense maybe.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, both sides of the ball are playing really well, but the defense has been lights out.
There's the kick. It's going to go to about the 2-yard line, fumbled by Kevin Packard, but he's going to pick it up, get out to about the 15 again.
So 11-14 here in the fourth quarter. So
John.
Getting down to the latter half of this game. So 35-13 lead for West De Pere.
35-13. I'd say a critical drive, do or die if Sun Prairie East wants to have a shot, at staying in this.
Yep.
There's still 3 scores, 22 with the 2-point conversion. So technically they can score here and stay in the game.
And they listened to me on quarterback, Carter Kavanaugh.
Like Carter
Wow,
Kavanaugh's
coming off a timeout on first down.
Who called that?
So now they're down to 1 timeout, too.
Was that Sun
not
Prairie East
how
timeout?
you want to call timeout.
East called that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sun Prairie East,
Yeah,
so they're down to 1 if that's the case.
Those things will drive coaches nuts, won't they? Because obviously you've had, 10 minutes to get your offense ready to hit the field, and then you get out there and you're a little bit confused. I'm not sure what happened, but
They are going with Carter Kavanaugh here, Marcus.
Yeah,
so.
that's kind of what I expected. I think being down this much, I think you have to be pass heavy. I mean, if you want to get back into this.
Yeah.
overall, I like how Tyler Mitchell's run the ball, though, tonight. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I like Tyler Mitchell.
He hasn't had a lot of holes to run through. The old line's really been struggling.
Yeah, but he's had several nice runs. And all right, here we go. First down. Shotgun. Little screen.
Could end up being a pretty good play to Mitchell.
Speaking of Mitchell, he got hammered there at the end. And a solid gain for first down, though. I like that compared to how the other possessions have started. That's going to be a gain of 7.
And you can tell that we're going to the screen pass game now because we cannot block their D-line, so we're trying to get the ball out as fast as possible.
Yeah, bringing in Peterson now. So maybe they're still going to switch quarterbacks.
You could do like old school football where you bring the play in with the quarterback, kind of the shuttle system, where you bring in a guy and he brings the play. I remember that playing growing up. Here's a run up the middle by Braylon Peterson. Not much, but he's going to be close to
maybe
that first
1 yard
down.
gain.
They're going to move it forward, and it's going to be
really close.
It's going to be
third one, I think.
Third down. Oh,
he got it.
He got it.
He got it.
Right.
You guys, you know what you don't see anymore is measurements on the field. I understand in the NFL, they have that, what is it, the laser line or whatever they call it, the automatic. But here, in theory, shouldn't you still have some? We haven't had one measurement on the field yet. I think they just kind of like to keep the game moving. Anyway, first down, Braylon back in. I'm sure he's at 100 yards by now because he had that long one in the first quarter. Here's a quick toss to the right. It's going to be going for nothing.
They were tight on Braden Johnson there. Johnson had nowhere to go.
There's just not a lot of cards on the deck that are working. You know?
No. They've exhausted their bag of tricks here.
So we got, that's a gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Receivers aren't getting much separation on these West De Pere corners and safeties.
Shotgun for Peterson. Snap, he looks, he's going to.
That's going to be intercepted by Borowitz.
Wow, that was
Borowitz, and here comes the return. He's got a caravan of blockers. It's going to come back all the way past the line of scrimmage, and there is turnover number 2.
And gets to about the Sun Prairie 22-yard line.
Nice grab by Borowitz in full stride,
was.
but obviously a miscommunication. Did you see the receiver broke to the inside
Yep.
again? And Peterson read it to the outside, and
Yep, and overthrew it. The receiver definitely wasn't where Peterson thought he was going to be. If he broke off his route, it's hard to say without a replay to see, but, man, that's a backbreaker.
okay, so they're now on the 24-yard line, first down. Handoff up the middle.
It's down to almost about the 15.
Nice clothesline there by number 2.
Cooper Chabot. You notice on this
Easton McNary with the clothesline tackle. Boom!
we're calling a lot of different names on offense for
Yeah.
West De Pere. It's not just one guy.
No, it hasn't.
I know that Parker Dietrich has 9 catches or whatever, but really they're really diversifying their offense by giving it to a bunch of different people. Now that one's back to Cooper Chabot.
Yeah, Chabot's had a lot of good runs.
Cooper Chabot. There's a lot of ways to pronounce that, I think.
Yeah, there are.
Chabot. Anyway, that's going to be a 1st and goal now inside the 10, but looks like it's right about at the 10. So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And let's see what
8:08 on the clock left in the game.
Keegan Wirtz's team dials up on this one. Here's a run up the middle. He got about half of it. 5-yard gain. Brought down by Jacko Strenga, number 4.
I think if you're West De Pere, I think you slow it down here. There's no need to rush right now if you're West De Pere. Take your time. Well ahead. And Sun Prairie East, I think, only has 1 timeout, too. It says 2 on the scoreboard, but I think it's only 1 they have left.
7:37 left in the game. There's another run up the middle. This time it's Parker Gallant, and he got.
It's down to the 2-yard line of Sun Prairie East. It looks like maybe 2 or 3 yard line.
Yep. 3rd down and 3. What are you thinking here? Run or pass, partner?
If I'm West De Pere, I'm running at this point. There's
gonna
no
run
need to pass. No need for even trying to throw an incomplete pass. I would just run it.
Just for the folks watching at home, there are 7 minutes and 2 seconds left, not 11:26 in the third. We got 6:58 left in the ball game, actually.
And,
fake,
well, I
and
guess
he's
they are going
wide
to pass
open.
it.
Oh,
But
actually not. And he's
going to be hard short,
They're going to signal
or maybe
him
2 yards short.
just short as he went out of bounds. Nice defense there by the Cardinals. Now it's going to be 4th down and about from the 2-yard line, 4th down.
Nice hustle there by Easton McNary to come over and not give up on that play after the first tackle was missed, and he was right on like the half-yard line, and McNary did not quit, took him down,
McNary
prevented the
likes
touchdown.
to hit a little bit, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
Looks like they're going for it. I mean, I guess from the 2-yard line, can't blame them.
And it looks like timeout. Timeout now for the Phantoms as they're going to try to dial up the best play possible here, because this would certainly. What does Wayne Laravio say?
It's your dagger.
This would be your dagger.
I think the dagger was stabbed
You think
quite a while ago.
you're already
I
daggered?
think there was a dagger.
I was
yeah.
trying to be generous here, though. Come on.
I think once that 28-35 score happened, that last touchdown,
Yeah.
that was
That
the
was-
dagger. I think.
This is more like a twist of the dagger.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you guys think that going for this on a touchdown on 4th down, would you consider that sportsmanlike at this point?
Not really, no.
No.
You don't think so?
I think you're running that up
yeah,
because you
I
need
don't know.
points in the matrix to get in. You know, that's a factor.
But I think this game's not really not completely out of hand. I mean, it's still relatively competitive. We're not to a running. I think only when it's a running clock that I'd consider that. Here's a little run up the middle,
Short.
and he didn't
They
get
gotta
in.
stop.
Oh,
He
big
did
stop
not get
by
in.
A good
So
stop
the Cardinals
there by
stop them. They're going to get the ball back.
moral victory
There
for
will
the Cardinals.
be no daggers.
John Benedict there. Nice stop.
6:44 left in the game, and the Cardinals take over on their 1 yard line. Let's see who they're going to go back to. Braylon Peterson here.
One
The-
touchdown,
the
2
senior.
field goals. All the East offense has been able to muster tonight.
1 touchdown, 2 field goals.
Yep.
But Todd and Steve, you got to be careful here about getting a safety. It easily can be done with where they're at on the field.
Sure.
So you got to be careful.
Got to be
of
careful
that.
to make sure you give yourself a little bit
Yeah.
of cushion.
Right. They're gonna try to blast out of here on the ground. That's when they get Peterson in. They're basically telegraphing a run.
Here we go. First down from the 1. They're going to try to.
That might have been a
blast out,
safety.
And
Almost.
It was pretty close.
He barely got out of the end
West
zone.
De Pere fans and people on the sidelines are calling for it, but the refs don't see it that way. So now they're on literally the 1 inch line. Second down and 12 from the 1 inch line.
And 6:38 here
Look at
left in the
this.
game.
Look, right here. The ball is just the nose of it's outside the end zone. Here we go. Second down for Braylon. In shotgun. Oh, he wasn't ready for the snap. He's going to run it up the middle and just get out. So he did gain probably a yard. You guys see that? He wasn't quite
Yeah.
ready for
Yeah.
the snap. And the snap came in and hit him kind of in the chest. But sometimes maybe it's on 3 and the center snaps it on 2 or something like that.
I think here you want to
Third and
make
long.
sure you give the punter a little bit more room
breathe?
to breathe out of that end zone. So right now that punter is going to be pretty close to the end line.
Right up there, isn't he? So
Yeah.
third down and 10 from the 2 yard line. This is not a desirable position to be in.
No, definitely not. In 3rd and
He's
9.
still in shotgun. And now he's under center. He's going to go under center. Braylon Peterson takes the snap. Now he's going to throw it to the left side.
Incomplete.
Kevin Packard, it went off he was kind of a low throw. He dove down to the turf but couldn't come up with it. Incomplete.
I thought that was gutsy to throw it there. I mean, knowing that if it is incomplete, like what's
Yeah.
happening here, now you really are putting your punter in a tough spot.
So 4th and 10, 4th and 9 from the 2 yard line, and needless to say, the Phantoms are going to get great field position out of this.
Yeah.
Just
they're-
hope that it's a good snap.
Yeah. That's assuming that East can even get the punt off. We'll see. Be really easy to an errant snap could drive you right out of the back of your own end zone. It's just a lot of things could go wrong here.
West De Pere using their first timeout of the half.
Well, they used one. Okay.
They're probably
So-
dialing up some play to try to get a punt block.
So as we kind of 5 minutes 20, there's 5 minutes 29 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, and West De Pere seemingly in a good spot here to win the opener, and Keegan works his first game. How are you guys feeling about West De Pere competing against these D1 teams now that they've been moved up to the D1 bracket? As I mentioned earlier, the smallest school, they've only got 1,070 kids, but they will be in the D1 playoff field this year. Do you think they can compete with that top echelon of, say, 10, 12 teams up there?
I'd say yes.
I
I'd say yes.
think the rest of D1 should be afraid, very afraid. This is an excellent football team
Yeah.
that can hang with anybody, and if you're not careful, they're going to put up 40 on you, just like we're seeing right here.
So I think they can do this against some of the best teams.
I think they can compete with the likes of like Heartland Arrowhead, Bayport.
Yep, and Bayport's in their conference, so they are familiar with them, and they have beaten them, obviously, last year and other years. There's a decent punt, but a line drive, and he just fair catches it at the – that's
36-yard line, it looks like about.
26.
Or 37.
Hugh Matthews, the sophomore kick returner, at the 37-yard line. So we'll see what they do now. My guess is you guys think they're going to go with a heavy dose of runs and just kind of keep that clock moving?
would think so.
Yeah, it would be, I would sure think. I mean, I think they really should at this point. It'd be smart of them to run the ball a lot.
Looks like the running back is Cooper Shabo.
In Chabot, no, good run.
Nice run. He did get it. He got about 9 yards.
Yeah, if they're I'm surprised Greason's still in the ball game, actually.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
One surprising thing, guys, I saw in the stats was I did not see any stats for Andrew Grayson last year on varsity. I'm thinking he
where was he?
He didn't get any. Yeah. He didn't get any snaps, I don't believe, on varsity. So this is literally his first action in a varsity game, from what I can tell. The West De Pere fans have to back me up on that. There's a pass over the middle.
That's going to be a touchdown.
And that is Colton Newens now. Now, if you want to talk
that's
about
borderline. That's just junk. I don't care for that. You're still throwing the ball. You know, you're up 35-13. Come on. You're just trying to pad your stats for Greason or what?
Now 41
probably points for the Matrix, like you were saying, Todd.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
It's the Matrix is really confusing and complicated, but it's in much of it rewards big wins, just like the college football playoff committee.
I'm a fan of it because what we had before last 2 years ago was terrible because there were teams that were getting seeded. I don't even know how they were exactly doing it. I think the WIA was doing it, but it was a mess. Oconomowoc won the conference 2 years ago, and they ended up as a 6th seed on the road playing down at Racine. I mean, that's just one example. And other times you'd see people way under or overseeded. With the Matrix, I like is it's transparent. You can look it up every week. And it's funny you bring that topic up now that we're getting into the late part of the game. But the state results from last year, I went back and looked at it. Every single team that won state was a 1 seed. So what does that mean? That the Matrix was basically picking out the best teams in the state.
Right.
They were all 1 seeds. And so I feel like it may not be perfect, but it did a much better job. And of the 14 teams at state, I'm talking all divisions, 1 through 7, 10 of them were 1 seeds. These are the teams that made it to Camp Randall. 10 1 seeds, 2 2 seeds, 1 3 seed, and 1 4 seed. So it was, I'd say that means
that's what you want.
The Matrix was doing its job, and so if you want to win state, be a 1 seed. It's kind of it's kind of the model, I guess. Here's down to the 1 yard line, kick return. Here's Packard. He's going to get a little bit of green and returns it to the 29.
Nice little move there, some shimmy shake by Packard. I guess I'm back to your point, Steve, about the Matrix that we were talking about. I've always been of the mindset, like, if you want to be a champion, if you think you're a champion, yet you want the easiest road, how do those two philosophies meld? If you got to have the confidence, like, we're going to play anybody, anywhere, anytime. Right? But yet, no, it's unfair. We're only a 5 seed. We got to play like a 4 seed. Or we're an 8 seed. I'm like, just play who's in front of you.
Just play who's in front. Yep. Once the bracket's
it's
out,
the playoffs.
That's what you do have to do. But you also want to see some fairness. Like, you don't want to see Arrowhead play Muskego in the first round when they're both obviously top teams.
Yeah.
Because then that makes the route to get there much more difficult than it should be.
And you do want those top teams there at the end, right?
Guys, Leary is limping. Joseph McShoon is down again and limping.
And
now he's
pounding the turf with his fist.
No, I would say, don't you think we probably want to get him out of there?
He's sort of been injured. He's been hurt a lot tonight.
In a 42-13 game, I think that he's going to probably get some rest and hopefully heal up for next week. But you hate to see him down and in some pain on the turf.
What's interesting is Coach Kaminsky said that they're interested in like 2 platooning on offense and defense this year, and I think we kind of have seen that along the lines at least, right?
Yeah, we have.
I haven't seen a lot of guys going both ways.
No, not too many. Yeah, Mekshun is definitely a player they'll want to have next week if for the Cardinals. So 3:28 left in the game, so we're injury timeout.
It's 42.
Yeah, 42-13. West De Pere lead.
42-13.
And it's also the fourth quarter with 3:28 to go.
3:28. So
as we're waiting.
Mekshun is now still down in the middle of the field with his back, and here comes Coach BK to check on him. Looks like the training staff is.
I don't think he's going to be able to make it under his own
I'm
power.
not sure if this is more cramping or if it's more of like a,
Oh, that's a cramp. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I
a
think
cramp.
that's a cramp.
Kind of a cramp. You prefer that over like say anything wrong inside the knee or any damage to any tissue or something. So because cramps simply matter of just getting hydrated and resting them and hopefully getting working better as the year goes on. You get in that game shape. So we'll hope for the best for him and hopefully he can be out there again next week. Speaking of next week, the Cardinals are going to be taking a road game, their first road game there. They're going to Racine Horlick. And I don't have Racine's I think Racine last year was 2-7. So definitely a much easier game next week for the Cardinals than this week was. So you hope that next week they can pull out get their first win of the year. As they travel, that's about a close to a 2-hour ride down there to Racine.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours to Racine from here.
So that's a little bit of a hike, but that'll be the next opportunity, and that's on, I believe, next Friday night.
Who does West debut against tomorrow night?
I believe Catholic Memorial, I believe, is it?
That's next
or is
week.
that next week?
Yeah.
That's next week.
Yep. So put in a little plug for Case on here. I'll be one of the announcers on the call with Steve and Jameson as well. So next Thursday, 1 week from tonight, Catholic Memorial comes to play Sun Prairie West in West's home debut. But tomorrow, West opens with Madison Memorial on the road. So if you're looking to see the Wolves in action, head over to Mansfield Stadium and check out the Wolves in their debut. That'll be an interesting game, because I think Memorial made the playoffs last year, and it's certainly, you'd like to think a winnable game for the Wolves and see kind of where they start with their season this year. For Josh O'Connor and the Sun Prairie West Wolves, and believe it or not, year 5 of O'Connor's tenure as well as the school. So Kavanaugh back in here. We got 1st and 10 from the 39. Little handoff to the left side, and he's going to go for about 4 yards.
Yeah, that's always a cool place to watch a football game at Madison Memorial in that stadium. It's old school for sure.
Jerome Garwo on the carry. Yeah, it is a nice spot. It's still traditional grass, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's becoming the rarity now, isn't it? I mean, it used to be everybody had grass, and then a couple teams had turf, so you'd make a big deal of that. Now it's almost like you make a big deal when somebody's still got grass. So that'll be an interesting matchup.
I don't know.
There's a little run up the middle. He's going to go for big yardage, and he's still up.
Yeah, Romeo Jensen, big gain.
Romeo Jensen, that's a run of about 40 yards or so, 40, 45 yards. And one of the Phantoms is down on the turf now, banged up. I think we've got some second stringers.
Yeah.
For both sides.
Yeah, I think both teams now bring in some second stringers.
What's your impression of how West has progressed or not progressed in football, Steve? I mean, it's just been such a struggle for Coach O'Connor. Just hasn't really been able to find the groove. It's just been a battle, I think, for them. And I was thinking we'd see more from the Wolves at this point, 5 years in?
Well, the first 2 years they made the playoffs, so they were 5-4, and then got a lower seed, so they faced a tough team in the first round both times, DeForest and Sussex Hamilton. So finished 5-5 those first 2 years, which I think was a real positive. Last 2 years have been more of a struggle. 1 win in 2024 and 2 wins last year in 2025. Actually 3 because they played a game after the season, one of those extra games. But anyway, so I think this is an important year, really for the program. They've got a number of seniors that have been together since, been playing together since they were in like 8th grade. And they've certainly got some talented kids, but it's I think tomorrow is going to be kind of telling, I guess, of what kind of year it might be, because that you look at Memorial, a team that traditionally Sun Prairie is beaten more often than not, the Sun Prairie teams. So we'll see how they match up, and if they can get a win to start the season, that could give them a little bit of momentum. But I agree with kind of what you're saying, and that is it's an important year, and there's always so much turnover on these teams. You look at a team like Oregon or Milton or Monona Grove, and it can kind of be up and down from one year to the next. Monona Grove's in a good spot right now, but the other ones like Milton and Oregon and Watertown and that, they kind of ebb and flow. So what I'm saying is you could find a lot of wins. DeForest has been a little bit down. That was one of the Wolves' 2 wins last year. Fort Atkinson and DeForest, they beat them on the last play of the game, if you guys remember that one. But anyway, back to live act. So we'll see how it goes in Mansfield. Like you said, a nice place to watch a game, and I think it's going to be favorable weather. So if you don't have anything on your calendar, check that one out tomorrow night. Here's Kavanaugh scrambling, and he's going to get a short gain of about 5.
Tackled by 99, and let's see here. That's Bryce Pape with the tackle.
That's what you don't want to see is Carter Kavanaugh scrambling like that, because he's listed at 165, and I think he's probably more like 150, but
second down, this little completion, nicely thrown ball, and
yep, wide open, number 19.
It's Taylor Matthews. Yeah. So we're down to 22 seconds. We're just about done here. If the Cardinals don't want to snap it, they don't have to, but I think they're going to try to put some points up here in the last couple seconds. 12 seconds and counting. And they're on the 11-yard line for Sun Prairie East. Here's a little fade route. And
touchdown.
Touchdown, Kevin Packard.
Kevin Packard.
So they are touchdown pass by Carter Kavanaugh to Kevin Packard. Now, is that would that be Carter Kavanaugh's first career touchdown pass then?
Yes.
It is. Yeah, Carter Kavanaugh's first.
And
career.
Kevin Packard did
TD Bass on varsity.
Did he score earlier? Kevin had the big return, but
I don't think he scored.
No, that's the only one who scored a touchdown was Peterson on that long run. This is only their second touchdown.
He didn't get in on that.
Oh, that's right. So
who scored?
Tyler Mitchell.
Tyler Mitchell.
Okay, so Mitchell had one, and then a couple of field goals, and now of course Kevin Packard from
against what is clearly the second string.
I think that might clinch the deal then for the Mark Madness player of the game on the Sun Prairie East side.
Yeah, it's definitely Kevin Packard on the Sun Prairie East side.
Because he had that huge return too.
Yeah.
Did a nice job. So
yeah,
kick is up and good, and this is by the other kicker. 25. That's was that Carter Nelson that kicked it?
Yeah, Carter Nelson. Yeah, that was Carter Nelson who kicked that
normally,
one.
of course, Jamison Cutts has been kicking the rest of the time, but maybe they just want to give him a little experience too here. So there's only 3 seconds left, and the score, probably going to be the final score, is West De Pere 42 and Sun Prairie East 20. Without that touchdown, your prediction would have been right on,
it
partner.
would have been.
Yeah.
Although, what was yours again?
38-13.
38-13. So you're
still
far
pretty
off.
Close. I mean,
You're still very
differential-wise.
close. Yeah. I mean, if they didn't score that late touchdown, you'd have been real
Yeah, it would have been really close.
So we'll see if Sun Prairie East, kind of boots it deep and just does the normal kickoff, or if they kind of do a squib kick or something
For the
different.
Phantoms, number 9, Bruins, along with number 16, Dietrich. Set to kick off for your Cardinals, number 35, Caleb Trace.
So 35, Caleb Crace is going to be the kickoff man here with the last kickoff of the game, I would imagine, here with 3 seconds left.
I would think this is the last play of the game.
Yeah.
The clock, now remember, the clock does not start until it touches one of the
Right.
Pere guys. So if there's a return, this will be it. And it is going to be kind of an onside or a squib kick. He's going down, so it looks like we will get one more play. One more play. That one's covered up by Braylon Gentile.
We all would guess it's a knee. It's the last play. I would
not-
not sure.
I
If they throw a bomb here, Todd, you can go kind of mad, go kind of ballistic on them, but or just maybe run right into the middle of the pile.
I'm not sure why they squib kicked it, whether you could just fall. Was that like supposed to be an onside? Because just
Here it is. This is going to be
this is it.
Victory formation.
All right.
Nails it down. That's going to do it. The final score: West De Pere Phantoms 42, Sun Prairie East 20. So we're going to do a quick 5-minute wrap-up or so here as the teams are shaking hands. And I guess, Todd, initial thoughts here for week 1.
Initial thoughts, I thought Sun Prairie looked really good coming out of the gates in the first quarter. I mean, had that
Got the lead.
10-0 lead, right? And then it was downhill all that way. Just the offense, just not nearly enough production. Just play after play for loss of yards. Offensive line was bullied the entire for 3 quarters, and that's really where it fell apart on offense. Defense was struggling against Greason, but I think any defense is going to struggle against him. They just never could find a way to force him to run the ball. They couldn't really get the pressure. The times they did, Greason was able to handle by rolling out, and he's just as accurate rolling out as he is standing in the pocket. Just an excellent – the kid's so talented. It's just fun to watch him play. There's a span there in the first half where I'm just like, this kid is a D1 college football quarterback for sure, easily.
Well, you even noticed him in warm-ups.
Yeah.
Watching him kind of throw.
All his mechanics are just spot on. So, there's no shame in losing to West De Pere. They are a quality football team. You did see some positive things for Sun Prairie East. I think you see that Carter Kavanaugh's got some talent. He's got a fairly strong arm. With experience, he's just going to get better and better and better.
Kevin Packard's only a junior.
Only a junior. We did see some flashes on defense from Jack Lestringa with a couple sacks and pressures. So there's stuff to build around, and always with Coach Kaminsky's teams, they'll adjust. They're still not – it all takes them those non-conference games to figure out what pieces need to get plugged in where. They'll be okay. They're going to be competitive, I think. This team looks a lot more athletic, faster than last year, and I think that's going to serve them well in the Badger Large. But it's going to be tough against do they have enough firepower against a really good squads like Wanakee, West De Pere? And right now, I'm not sure if they do. But I think they're going to be competitive in the Badger Large once again, and they sure look like they've got a shot at being a playoff team again this year.
And I think another opponent that we have to watch for is Monona Grove. I think Monona Grove's got a lot of talent, too.
I think they were, 7-2 last year?
Right. You can't overlook the Silver Eagles.
Yeah.
So
I would say it's those 3. Wanakee, Monona Grove, and then this game were probably the 3 toughest that they got on the schedule.
Well, just kind of talk and wrap up a few things that you guys said there. Sun Prairie, first it was a unified school. Rachel Packard here saying hi in the booth. A familiar face. But first of all, the Sun Prairie, first it was the unified school, then they broke. But if you combine Sun Prairie with Sun Prairie East, they have made the playoffs 22 straight years, partner.
They have.
22 straight years. The last year that they did not make the playoffs was 2003, and made it every year since. So, do you think they'll continue that streak of 22 straight playoff seasons?
I do. I really think they can be competitive enough in the Badger Large, and they're going to score enough points in the matrix to solidify a spot.
I say yeah for Sun Prairie East as well.
I think so too. Okay, so next, Sun Prairie East goes to Racine Horlick next week on the road. Then, speaking of those Wanakee Warriors, the first conference game of the year, Sun Prairie East plays them here at Ashley Field at 7 o'clock on that's on September 4th. So week 3, Wanakee will be here in 2 weeks. So, and then for next week, West De Pere, they're getting their first home game of the year on next Thursday night. They're hosting Appleton North. So, anything else you guys want to say in closing here as we wrap up?
I don't think so.
Nope, just fun to have football back.
Absolutely. And again, thanks to our sponsors tonight. One last time, thank you to the Bank of Sun Prairie and Sun Prairie Utilities for being our sponsors. And until next week, we will see you next Thursday for Catholic Memorial at Sun Prairie West. Take care and have a
This is Sun Prairie Media Center coverage of 2026 Sun Prairie East Cardinals football. This production is made possible thanks to the support of the Bank of Sun Prairie, delivering banking solutions tailored for you in the communities where you live, work, and thrive. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Sun Prairie Utilities, serving the community since 1910. We're proud to be your locally owned and operated utility. And the Sun Prairie Media Center, community spirit in every broadcast, thanks to our dedicated volunteers. Thank you for your support.